off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever, oh, ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And we're back with a special stream tonight, guys. We have Daveigh Chase, as it would have been her 36th birthday. So we've set up a nice little, like a vigil memorial situation for her, because it doesn't look like they're planning to do any public memorial service. They're keeping everything pretty private. And I think that it's, we should be able to do something for everybody to pay their respects and celebrate her life. I've got a little thing prepared, a little presentation thing with her own singing voice. She was also a singer, a music artist. So thank you everybody for coming. Welcome, Katie, Carol, Sup Ashnanigans. That's a full name. David James Smith Dunn. Welcome, guys. And we've got our guest with us tonight, Obscure Nick. Yeah, of course, no problem. Thanks for joining for this. I know you've kind of been covering this too, so it's uh-oh, hold on. I don't know if your voice is coming through it. Hold on, shit. One sec. Good thing I'm looking. Good thing. Okay, hold on. Go again.
Can you guys hear me now?
Okay, yeah, it's working now. All right, it wasn't doing
Okay, it's
the
working
audio
now and
levels weren't
everything.
moving, so now it's good. Yeah, everybody can hear everybody.
Uh,
2 a.m. Oh, geez, that's like first thing in the morning for you. Middle of the
wow,
night.
thank you for being
Um,
here
but yeah,
at
let me
2
know.
a.m.
Let me know if you guys can hear to make sure.
Can
It
you
looks
guys
like
hear
it's
me?
good. Yeah, it looks like it's good, but just so we know for sure they can hear us both before we go right
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, just so we know if we can hear everyone's voice
Yo,
and everything.
we got this got a different background here for us to fit the occasion here. Ready for that. Okay, we're good.
We're set.
I
Oh
think
my
we're
god, this is
set.
gonna be so
Everybody
good.
can hear? Yeah, this will be
Everyone
good.
can hear. We're all good. We're set. We can get into it.
I think we can. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of still waiting. It's like a little delayed, so I don't know if they're even here. And I'll give it a one more minute. Let me just make sure they can hear us.
Okay, we'll
I
just
don't
give it
know.
one more minute, just so they can hear.
Yeah, just to make sure. I don't know if even the notifications went off. Doesn't seem like I don't know. We'll give it a moment here.
Oh,
But
is
it's
there
the
not a lot
volume
of people
level.
right now?
It's yeah, not quite yet. So we'll give them a few minutes to get into before we play the presentation anyway. But I just want to make sure
Okay,
the
that sounds
volume's
good.
working. If you guys can let us know, I think it's delayed too, so they won't hear us even asking yet. It's like 30 seconds behind or whatever. So
Oh,
I'm just waiting to like hear back from them, but I think we're good. It looks like it's fine, so I'm sure we're fine.
okay, then it should be good.
It should
Oh,
be.
because it was out for a second because of when you muted me at for temporarily. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no, well then it wasn't even
Uh,
connecting. Like I guess I had to go make sure it was connecting through the headphones, the
oh,
desktop audio thing, whatever. It's a whole thing. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's a whole thing in itself. So,
Yeah. Well, and to
um,
make sure it's
yeah,
connecting through both, right? So
yeah, you want to make sure it's connecting through both and everything. So, hopefully, it's good.
yeah, and we'll get everybody caught up too, because yeah, that whole thing, like the fact that they're even making a deal about it with the estate, like I don't know, the whole thing is upsetting. To be honest, like
Oh yeah, the
they've dropped the
estate.
ball.
So do you have the do you have the article that has that and everything or
I
no?
can bring it up, but
Yeah, because yeah, because I read through that, but if anything, it's on my live. Like I went through it in my live
yeah,
last week. So if you guys want to look at that, if you have my live link to that, and we discussed that a little bit with the estate and everything of the 400,000 of the mother petitioning for that and everything. Um,
yeah, you got
it's
more of
just
the
very
updates.
confusing.
Yeah, sorry.
So that's the update, but it's gonna be they have a court hearing on August 12th for that. So I don't know. She just has filed the petition like last week. So now it's we're just gonna have to see what happens with that and everything. Um but yeah, it's very suspicious. But I'm like also at the same time that money from those residual checks need to go like somewhere. Like I don't know where they would go and stuff. So it's like,
Well, hopefully, like they do the right thing and have at least a portion of it going towards like mental health and something for a good cause.
yeah,
For the help that
yeah,
she would have needed.
yeah. Hopefully they do something like that with it and everything. And yeah, because I think that makes sense. It's just there's a lot of the problem with a lot of the things with Daveigh Chase is that it's all so we're hearing different stories from everybody, and I mean everybody that's connected to her.
Yeah.
Nothing is consistent, and that's the most frustrating part is that we really don't know or have real answers.
Yeah, there is a lot of contradictions for sure. I don't know if this is
Contradictions and
working.
stuff.
Hold on. The fucking okay.
Is
The
the whole
chat's
thing
No, the chat's catching up now. Okay, no, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know if the notifications went out either, so I think it's just taking a minute too. One means audio.
oh
Okay,
for people to
everybody
come
can
in?
hear. Well, and I guess
Okay,
some of their
perfect.
chats are messed up too. Katie is saying that um they're responding, but it looks like they're not. Uh,
Oh, What does that even mean?
Yeah, no, I don't, well, because I'm seeing some of their messages, so I don't know what it. I don't know.
Do you have like the alt chat thing open or what is it like?
It's like the direct chat thing. Let me just reload it. It's probably fine. It's sometimes it just takes a minute to catch
Let
up
me
too.
let me just like
Like
let
on
me just
the
like look on mobile app. Let me just look on that right
like
now and
it's
I'll just see if
yeah, if you want to, if you could take a peek, but it's always a little behind the chat from in the live chat versus like on the screen chat on screen chat. So that might be it too, is what she means. But I think we're good. I think we're getting there too, and then there's a few more people rolling in now. They're noticing, even if they didn't get the notifications, they usually notice at some point, and then they find their way in. So I think
yeah.
we're good. But yeah, you guys can hear. I think you got throttled. Chats are
Oh yeah, I just
choppy.
listened to it. Yeah, okay, so I just went in on it and it's like, yeah, I can hear you
You
and
can
I
hear everything.
perfectly. So
Okay.
so I can hear everything. So I'm just like, I don't know. I think people are just
They're
the
saying the
chats may
chat.
be choppy.
Yeah. Sorry. Go
So
ahead.
I might so it's more of like a chat thing. Hopefully it just might need maybe there's just a glitch in YouTube tonight or something. I don't know what that even means really, but
Yeah. Close it out and reloaded it. Well, I'm
but it
seeing your
sounded perfectly
messages.
fine.
Yeah, we're sounding good, and I do see your messages. You might have to make sure you're set to live chat and not the top chat. There's the little settings in the chat in the live chat section. Um, Make sure it shows all messages and then not just top messages, because it'll sometimes it defaults back to just the top messages, so then you won't. It like hides some of them, which is weird. But I got to do it
Yeah,
too all the
yeah, no.
time.
No, well, I know about, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I know about that as well. So maybe people aren't just chatting as well. Like, they just might be wanting to listen for now too, which is fine and everything. If, hopefully that's just the, hopefully that's the case. And there's not an actual issue or anything. But welcome everyone.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Hey, Joanne. Hey guys, yeah,
Good
it
to
looks
see
like it's
everyone.
good. It looks like it's kicking
Okay.
in anyways. It's working. May as well just keep
Okay.
on going. So once it does kick, everybody's, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. But yeah, welcome
Yeah, we're good.
everybody. Off to a
Welcome.
great start
Yes.
here.
It's really great. Happy birthday, Daveigh Chase. She would have been 36 today. Um, which is, it's that's really tragic with what it's just so frustrating because we don't have like definite answers of how everything happened. And I, you know, and people like I feel are masking information away purposefully. And I get in like some situations like this, you're not supposed to say things to the public and everything. But I feel some details are being hidden for with malicious intent, if you know what I mean.
Shoot, there
Just
we go.
allegedly,
Yeah, it
allegedly.
does seem like they're skirting around something. Like there's definitely something off. Like the whole situation seems off. It doesn't make sense that they never said anything. Like if she was in need of help, why didn't you just get her the help? Why were you waiting to do the documentary thing? And then why is there this whole like everybody's story's different? Like, and did you ever find anything about this motorcycle accident? Because I don't believe
No, well,
that.
because I brought that up in my live chat and everything where it was where we talked about the like there we heard about this motorcycle accident when she was young, right? Was it or it was either when she was
Well,
but
because
but
the
like there's
dad was
no
saying,
articles, whatever.
yeah, since she was 13, but then the mom was saying, oh, since this motorcycle accident. So what was it? Either you're letting her get on the back of a motorcycle at 13, or like no matter how you cut it, it doesn't sound right either way. Like it just seems like they're trying to push the blame on something else rather than whatever might have happened at after the VMAs,
Right.
the after party, right?
Yeah, well, like it's all like in the same like time frame, right? Of that, and then also it's the motorcycle. The motorcycle thing is very questionable because like when did that even like happen? And that's the biggest thing, you know? But also, I believe the mother said that when the motorcycle accident, that's when she started becoming distant with the family and stuff.
Yeah.
So
There should be record
It's
of it.
just
Like they were following her around. They had like that one Hollywood TV people were following her around everywhere. Like if she had been in an actual accident at any time between even like the year 2000 to 2011, like that would have been reported on. Somebody
there
would
would
have
have been
said something.
record,
There would have been a
right?
record of it. So it seems weird to me, of course. And okay, yeah. So there's a few more people popping in now saying didn't get a notification for this. Censorship, maybe a glitch. Hey Diana.
Shadow
You
ban,
know, yeah, we're getting
shadow
throttled. I've kind of
ban,
noticed it on
shadow
a few things.
ban.
It's
Oh
fine.
my god.
Not
Oh my
necessarily. It's
freaking
just
god.
sensitive topics, so I think they're just like there's certain things that are preferential than others. You know, I don't know if it's like I don't know. We can't really say for sure, but also
I know,
Carol was saying my response
but it's
disappeared
annoying.
too. I said I could hear you, and her response disappeared too. Hey Lauren, hey guys, I'm glad you're starting to find your way here. Love and peace. Good to see you. And it seems like it's all working fine now, though, so that's good. But except the fact that most people didn't get the notification, but we'll be here, and over the
Yes.
next bit, people will notice we're on, and it's fine. We'll just keep on keeping on, anyways.
We'll keep going. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll keep going.
But yeah, no, it's weird because there definitely would have been like, and especially as I was going through, and maybe this is where I kind of got off, distracted, and then almost forgot to have Donnie Darko in the presentation, because I was noticing like that they had been following her around and just listening to some of the stuff she was saying along that time. 'Cause she was kind of telling them to piss off, the paparazzi folks, like, please don't do this, like, just leave me alone, But they were
Yeah.
around all the time, and they were it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Amanda Bynes, but differently. But that is to say, though, that like they're really somebody would have mentioned something about this motorcycle accident. There's no way it didn't get reported at all by anybody. Like this was like the dawn of the all the internet gossip happening. Like everybody was on it. There were so many different companies doing it too. Like it's fewer now. It seems like they've kind of been absorbed into some of the bigger companies, but back then there was tons of them, and everybody's posting stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube and like talking about this stuff. Like so somebody's
Yeah. Well,
lying. Somebody's
also,
lying, right?
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
also, like, if there was a motorcycle accident in that time period, it would have been also in like a court record, and we would be able to find that exact document and stuff,
that's
right?
true. Yeah,
But
because there would be some other, yeah,
there
because
would be a
obviously there'd be some
record. There
kind
would
of
even
charge
be
or
on
something
that. Yeah.
possibly. Like, yeah, there would be some, yeah, like any record just for the fact that yeah, because insurance and stuff
So it
too, and
makes
it's
no
probably different
sense.
in the States. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find this article for and I gotta open it up and then hold on. Actually,
Oh,
I'm gonna
you're
turn
you're
my
giving
fan
the
to it.
article for the
Yeah,
400,000. Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
But maybe I'll play this
I
presentation now because it looks like folks are mostly in. So it's like a 3 minute
okay.
thing. So we'll play that, and then I'll get this article ready for us. So by the time we get back, we'll be all set.
Okay,
All right.
sounds
I
good.
guess we could kind of call it a moment of silence, but she sings, so it's kind of nice. It's one of her songs.
Beautiful. It's
Um,
really beautiful.
yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it unless you watch the stream though, because it
I'm
might
gonna
not
watch
play
the
through
stream.
your
I'm turning
ear.
the stream on. I'm
Okay.
gonna turn the stream on.
All right. Well, then you'll know when it's gonna end soon too. But I'll let you know. We'll be back. Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm not sure if its audio is working. Okay, hold on. For frick's sake. Can you hear the sound with it? Yeah. I know. I noticed it. I noticed it too. Hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. Guys, hold on. I know. I don't know why it's the freaking everything tonight. All the forces, all the dark forces are against us tonight, guys. It works. Like, listen, I can play it. I can play it from this side and they'll be able to hear the sound. Like, it should work. I'm gonna. Yeah, yeah, it is. This is the working one. So I just double checked it too, and I can hear her. Okay, so let's try that one more fucking time. It's like getting stuck. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Everything tonight. Here, I'm just gonna
Oh no.
put us back on so they can hear us. That's annoying.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to just
Sounds
drag it back in. I'm so sorry, guys. This is weird.
Another day and you still
There we
don't
go.
get
Okay, it's
it.
working. It's working.
Another night where I can't fall asleep. Kiss your lips, then I regret it. I never knew that doubts could run so deep. Something's wrong, oh. But if you don't have a clue, then I won't let you know. We're over and through. Now it's time for you to go, and I won't cry for you no more. Something's wrong, but you don't have a clue. Thought that I could make you different. I thought that I could make you think like me. Now there's a crack and I can't hide it. I guess we weren't supposed to be. Something's wrong, yeah. But if you don't have a clue, then I won't let you know. But we're over and through. Now it's time for you to go, and I won't cry for you no more. Something's wrong, but you don't have a clue. Another day and you still don't get it. Another night where I can't fall asleep. I thought that I could make you different. I thought that I could make you think like me. But if you don't have a clue, then I won't let you know. We're over and through. Now it's time for you to go, and I won't cry for you no more. Something's wrong, but you don't have a clue. Then I won't let you know. When it's time for you to go, and I won't cry for you no more. Something's wrong, yeah, but you don't have a clue.
Okay, I think you're a little better now. Okay,
Okay,
guys.
it's better now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you were cutting out for a second. Hey, Skunky. Hey,
Okay.
hey, Cupcake. Cupcake Explosion. Glad you guys found us here. I guess a lot of you guys didn't get the
Yay!
notification, so I'm glad you guys are still fine. You got the
I
shine
need
or
to know.
something. They're picking up on it either way, so that's good.
That is so good. Oh my God. I feel like everything's like interfering today for some reason.
Yeah, the tech stuff today is being a little weird. For sure. On all sides. Like, it's simple stuff I do all the time, too, so for it to be that finicky is like, what the heck? But it's alright.
Yeah.
It's stuff happens sometimes when you're going for the jugular, I guess, I don't know. But thank
When
you
you're
guys.
speaking a lot of hard truths.
Yeah. Well, and maybe she's, with us in a way. Maybe she's like kind of present in a way, but and that's causing an interference. So let's take it as a good thing. Maybe it's a positive energy interference. It's just happening to happen. Because we're taking some time for
Yeah.
her. Because it feels like they never really took enough time for her. And had they made a point of it in such a way that she'd still be with us right now, it just seems like everybody was just so on their own shit that they didn't really. I don't know. But it is sad. It was sad putting it
Yeah.
together too. Like, yeah, because I had stopped and listened to
It
some of
is
the stuff
sad.
that she
Yeah.
was saying, and like, definitely seems like she was more so forced into stuff early on.
Yeah. No, it seems like she's, especially with, and I don't want to like, this is not like to blame the parents or anything, because I'm not like blaming the parents per se or anything. But of the way they have framed a lot of this, especially with like the drug addiction at age 13, is
Yeah.
very questionable. And also, there's a pattern of a lot of showbiz parents that pushes kids into show business at an early age, and they end up quitting by the time they're 18 and stuff, you know? And so
Yeah,
I
if
feel
not
like maybe
sooner.
the acting, if not sooner, and she hasn't done anything since 2016, I think it was,
Yeah,
so she would have been like about
2015,
25.
2016. She basically, I don't know if you knew this part, but she had walked out on Reiner. She was supposed to have a meeting with Reiner, and I think she was supposed to have a part in that being Charlie, because the timing of it,
Oh, yeah.
that being
Yeah,
Charlie,
the
which was
timing of it.
basically him, the dad, Reiner, Rob Reiner, trying to like rewrite the history of Nick's drug addiction or self medication. I prefer to say usually, but his whole history of that, he was almost to try to like redeem himself and his part in it, and then kind of was still dismissive of Nick's experience and what he really wanted to do to begin with. Oh, is this one? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find one that's kind of paywall us here. I'm trying to find one of these articles. Sorry. Um
Oh, no worries.
um okay, yeah, now I forget what I was gonna say. I don't know, it
About
just
Reiner?
yeah, it just I think she was, yeah, supposed to be in part of it for that whole thing, and that was a whole fiasco for another day to get into with the Nick Reiner, but uh just the Hollywood industry kids and the way that they get controlled and manipulated and coerced. And I mean, once they're in a contract, there's only so much they can do too, right? Where I feel like,
Well,
sorry, good.
yeah, well, what I was gonna say with the thing with the contract is that these contracts are so manipulative, truthfully, because you are pretty much signing your life away in a lot of ways. And sometimes you have to. I've had an experience where I've signed something and I've had to work with XYZ, even if they were being horrible and exhibit. I'll just give you, I don't want to say too much about this, but if there, I know there was someone I had to work with. It's music industry. I'll say as much as that,
Yeah.
where I was contractually signed to work on a project, and the person was exhibiting very discriminatory behavior towards me.
Mm,
And but I still had to work with them because everything was signed. There was no um, HR or anything. There was already money put into this.
yeah.
So I had to spend a long period of time with a certain individual
Yeah.
that was exhibiting discriminatory behavior
Well, and just any kind of
in a
misconduct, like all of that stuff happens. But then if there's contracts, like even if you're saying something, there's only so much you can do till afterwards, and then a lot of the time there's nothing you can do afterwards either, right? Like I think that's the people always say, why don't people say anything, or why didn't so and so speak out, or blah blah blah, all this stuff. Well, it's like it's not that simple.
yeah,
It's so much more
it's not that
bureaucracy.
simple.
Yeah,
No, because they can financially like drain people and stuff, you know, because
yeah,
because it's like when you leave a job, like any job, but you don't leave on good terms and you're expecting a reference letter, you
yeah,
know? And it's like you're not going to get a reference letter from anyone if you spoke out about XYZ. And what also on top of that, when it's there's a public profile of you speaking out. It's not like a private person. It's
no.
like a public person, so that they can look all this up when they're checking you and stuff. So there's a disadvantage there as well.
Yeah, well, and then exactly, if you have spoken out or caused a ruckus or whatever, so to speak, like tried to speak out about stuff on a set or something that happened, a lot of time that it just ends up getting people blackballed because like they're like, oh, they're difficult to work with, which I mean, you've even talked about it, how some people will label people that way when you're just trying to say like something's wrong or whatever, and I think that happens a lot too. So some of these people can't really do or say anything. Like we were just talking about it the other night.
Yeah.
I think her name is Maria Schneider, and she was working with Marlon Brando on The Last Tango to Paris. and they had basically planned to trespass against her with a in a scene that involved a stick of
Oh,
butter and stuff, and it was kind of fucked up. But she didn't know that was supposed
yeah.
to happen either, so they wanted to, because the director wanted to get a realistic response, right? So she was trying to speak up about that, and then nothing was happening about it. It kind of fucked up her career and stuff, and she ended up on this the movie Caligula, and they wanted her to
Yeah.
do nude scenes or whatever, and she said like, no, I don't want to, like, that's against what I'm willing to do, like I had a bad experience, and so they ended up just replacing her. So, and then she had a pretty rough go after that, and that ties in with some other rough goes that people have had, which we won't get into the whole thing, but I think there's just like historically, like that was even, I think, in like the 70s or 80s or something. Um, and it's
Mm.
without all the media, without all the internet, without all the stuff, and it totally destroyed her career. Just the fact that she had been speaking out. So it's not even that it fully had made the news in
Oh,
such a way that it would today, So I think there's even more risk today, to try to say anything or to try to speak out or try to do something to protect yourself, like, because you'll just get replaced or you'll just be ignored or you'll just, you know what I mean? Like, there isn't really
yeah.
any specific justice in those cases, and because people are working in such close quarters and for like months on end and in a different environment than say in an office or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it is a different environment, and usually things are not done about, especially when it's like when we're talking about situations from 20, 30, 40 or so years ago when there wasn't social media and stuff, where we didn't have the access to that as much, and so that's why a lot of things people underestimated things like the internet and stuff
Yeah.
when doing this, and they didn't see that coming, which has been a very karmic thing for a lot of these people that did things in the dark, and now we're seeing it come to light.
Yeah, there's still a flip side to it, of course. Like, at least now there is more coming to the surface, and
There
people
is
are
a flip.
feeling safer to talk out about, like, to speak out about it. Unfortunately, like, I think Davey is basically like the end of the era of those that kind of got lost and left behind. Like Michelle Trachtenberg, even
Yeah.
this past year or so, and like a few of them that kind of just like got lost in the under the rug and brushed away, and it all caught up with them. But that it just seems obvious that there's signs something must have happened to them at some point, whether it's in the industry or behind on a set, wherever it may be. It's something adjacent to that. Um,
Or something even like the household, like something in the
mhm.
household too. Like it may not even be like something inside
Well,
there,
that's
but
what I
it
mean.
could, but
Yeah,
that could have amplified, but also these industry things, there may be something that may have happened outside too, but then the industry amplifies the processing the trauma of it all, if that makes sense,
hmm,
where they're processing it through the industry experience and stuff, if that
that's
makes
it too. Like they got to
sense.
show up and try to pretend like everything's okay for every event, but like if you look at
Or
this
they're,
picture here, like in this article, she looks
yeah.
miserable. She's at this T-Mobile Google Music event, and I guess probably because of her music and like because she's a public figure. But it doesn't seem like she really wanted to be there. But then you have all these obligations that way too, because it's not just like contractually for a amount of movies or for to finish a movie or anything like that. Like there's so much other stuff as far as these like corporate sponsorships and advertising and press junkets and all this stuff in between. It's like if something sad or bad happens to you, you almost don't have time to grieve that because your schedule's already booked.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really sad. Honestly, I feel I'm in the nature right now where I'm in a very spiritual place right now where I'm just like feeling her energy. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys hear these crickets, but I'm channeling her voice through these crickets and stuff. And you know what this looks like where I'm at? It looks like okay, so something that's the most memorable thing one of the most memorable things that I remember from Lilo and Stitch that I always thought of whenever I went to like a place where there's a body of water, but you're high up on like a mountain, which is where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
I always think of the scene in Lilo and Stitch where Lilo is on her tricycle and her and Stitch ride to like the edge of the
Hmm. I included that
cliff.
clip. I'm pretty sure I included that
That's
clip.
so beautiful.
I'm
That is
pretty
such
sure
a
I
good
did.
clip. That
I don't
is
know if you
so
saw it. Yeah,
sublime.
yeah, that's so funny because
It's
that's of
so
all the clips.
beautiful.
Like I used like two of the Stitch clip, the Lilo and Stitch, and out of all the clips it could have been in a 2 hour movie or whatever it was. That's one of the ones I used because then
Yeah.
they're like, it's like a happy moment in the movie, right? Like they're,
It is a
yeah,
happy moment because she's like, and in that scene, she's talking about how beautiful Hawaii is and how
hmm
she's so lucky to live in the island and showing a life of gratitude. It's a very beautiful scene. It's a very
yeah.
well written scene, by the way,
It's
too.
such like a
So,
juxtaposition to like the whole we've been talking about like the Hawaii theory, and that's a whole thing that's been shaping
yeah.
itself more it's becoming more defined now, I guess. It's less of a developing theory and more of just a theory. Um,
It
but
is a
then the
theory,
the
yeah.
idea of Hawaii though, it is such a beautiful and like a magical place, and it's like the culture, and there's so many good things about it, right? Like so it's like it's just I guess it's the dark and the light
Actually,
though. This is what we're up against in a way,
th-
right?
exactly. So I'm gonna send you, I'm wondering if you could add this picture in, but like this little part of it reminds me, like,
Send
because I
it.
go to this edge all the time.
Yeah, send
And
it.
what it is, send it to you over here
Yeah,
right
and then I
now.
can drag and drop it in. Hey,
And
Sean
it
Patrick.
reminds
Hey,
me of that.
Linda.
It always reminds me, and even before the Daveigh Chase thing, I always thought of that Lilo and Stitch thing for
Yeah.
years. I going
Uh,
by this.
go
Like that just
figure.
never left me.
It's like time is
You
not
see it?
linear, right? Not yet. Hold on.
So it's very beautiful. I'm not close to it right now because there's some family down on the other side there, but that's just a pic far from it right now.
Okay, hold on.
Um,
Gotta save it and then bring it over. Um, yeah, good to see you, Sean Patrick. And Carol's here. Shoosh Gursky. Tricky Online. Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, folks. Glad you're finding us here. Hesky Weibo made it. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I guess a lot of you guys weren't getting the notifications, but it looks like you guys are finding your way here either way. So it's good. It's divine. It's
and then I
divine
retweeted. I
timing.
retweeted it
Yeah,
too.
retweet and
I
you
ret-
guys if you like it, somebody was saying liking it to help defeat the algorithm or whatever. Conquer the algorithm.
Yes, let's.
There you go.
Yes, fuck the algorithm. Oh, I shouldn't. I don't know if
You
I
can
can say
swear,
that
it's
on here.
fine. You can say that. You can say fuck.
Okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
that's good
Oh,
to
I
know.
gotta make it a little bit smaller here. So that's it.
I'm too classy for that.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. It's whatever. I swear like a sailor sometimes. But it's a lot of fucking shit that you end up reading
Well,
into,
just
and
the
you
censoring of
have
it
to.
all
You kind
too.
of have to be able to swear to get it out of
Yeah,
your
you have to.
system with some of this stuff. But it's a beautiful spot. Like you guys out west over there, you have such like a lush nature versus by the cities and stuff. You guys have way better
Yeah,
spots to go
exactly.
to for sure. But it's a good spot too to hold the memory and hold space for some of these child stars. Like this is something. Uh, Obscure Nick's been doing this for a while. Like as I've been doing the mind map, and we've been talking about a lot of the red dots. I guess you could say the red nodes on the mind map. And as new ones are coming up, and as we're kind of going through the whole thing, um, and having like a moment for each of them, like a memorial moment at this spot to kind of commemorate and just kind of connect
Yeah.
with them, let them know we're here with them, uh, in as much of a spiritual way as
Yeah.
possible, right? Because I think that
And
even if it's in the
mhm.
'90s, some of these guys are from the they're guys and gals, they're from like the '80s and '90s, like, but it's all of them still matter, and I think their stories are even more relevant now. Like it all needs to come out. Everybody needs to see what's been going on the whole time, and see the damage it's
Yeah,
causing. Like
exactly.
Davey's a perfect example of the kind of damage that, whatever it may be. Like I think there is something weird in the home too, and I think like we'll get to that because I noticed sort of like in the way that the family is trying to gaslight the public. I'm sure that there was a lot of gaslighting and narcissistic abuse happening in that
Yeah,
home
I definitely.
between the parents and how it's all going, but uh I don't know if you're getting feedback. You've got people talking in the background or if it's feedback.
Oh, what? I'm just walking by right
Oh,
now. Okay,
something's
I'm
it's
good
picking up
now.
something in the background and I was like, is that like
Oh, that's
interference or
annoying.
is it somebody in the background?
Yeah,
No, you're good.
I'm just like, I'm near a park right now and
That's
everything.
okay.
So
You're
it's
good.
really, yeah.
I just didn't know if it was like through the Wi-Fi or something. I was like, what the heck? Um 'Cause the way
Yeah,
I could hear
no.
it, it sounds kind of like little robots in the background. I don't know if
That's
it's a
so
tech
funny.
thing. Like I was like, I don't know what the fuck's that. Sorry. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, we're good.
so I guess we'll go through this too, and then I think because I think we do want to maybe more so to focus on the positives of it. But like obviously, it's a developing
Yeah, because
story
it's a
as it is,
memorial and stuff.
and it's
Yeah.
a situation. Um,
Yeah.
but I do see the article here, so I'll read that quick. 'Cause it's actually oh, it's a bit of an article,
Yeah.
but I'll read this quick
Tell
so we can
everyone
catch
about the
everybody.
estate.
But also, like, I'm just gonna read a little bit of it, but there's the link in the
Yeah, we can
description
talk as we
to
go.
Obscure Dick. They did the video the other day.
Oh,
Your
thank
video the other
you.
day covered more of this, like, was a little more caught up on the current. So if you even want to just check that out, guys, it's probably the better way to do it. But I will just give a little, like, a
Yeah.
brief thing here. Basically, that she's trying to be the administrator of. Oops, I'm clicking on the thing. The administrator of her estate after it was revealed that she had left behind 400,000, which they were saying there was millions. Like it changed pretty quick because they were saying there was like millions of uncashed SAG checks, like residual checks. Now they're saying it's 400,000. So maybe they were just jumped the gun on that. That he felt that it could have been because some of them were pretty large, and it's obviously was almost a half a million, so that's still a good amount. Um, but that she had died in the hospital. Why does this keep jumping? Okay, my fucking scrolling, the scroll thing on my mouse is so fucked. Gonna need a new mouse soon, but that's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. It just keeps jumping on the article, and I'm like trying to scroll.
Oh, that's weird.
She
Yeah.
passed on June 16th out of the complication from AIDS after spending years living unhoused around downtown LA, Skid Row area, while struggling with self-medication. According to the documents submitted on July 8th in Los Angeles County Superior Court, the actor had estimated 400,000 in personal property at the time of her death and had no will. So maybe that was just. But what do they mean personal property? She didn't have property. She was homeless. Like, what are they saying? Like, I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
don't
none
know
of
what
this
that
still doesn't make
means.
sense. Her mother, Kathy Chase, has now filed a petition with the court to be appointed administrator of the estate. Probate hearing to determine if this will move forward has been scheduled for August 12th in Los Angeles County Superior Court. According to the documents, she was best known for voicing Lilo Pelikai in the 2002 animated hit, and Smurr Morgan. Yeah, okay, you guys all know this stuff. We've been watching. You've been watching. You already know. But yeah, check it out. Check out Nick channel. It's linked in the description. Oops.
Thank
And
you.
this,
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, so it's just that hearing's gonna happen on August 12th. So we might have an update on that at some
um,
point.
she didn't have
With
any
that, just
kids.
because
Like, I feel like her family is just gonna absorb it, which almost makes me wonder if that's kind of like they were just edging her, like waiting for her to pass so they could collect the money. Is almost what it feels like for nobody making any announcement, nobody saying nothing. And her both parents, the manager, nobody said nothing ever at all about
yeah,
like why did nobody say anything?
right,
Like unless they,
exactly.
or there's just something other nefarious thing happening here. Like it just seems strange. It all seems strange.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
put
the
the noise
information
gate
does
here.
not match whatsoever. So,
Yeah.
um, it just doesn't make sense at all. So,
No, it really doesn't. So I'm like, okay, hold on. I was gonna see if I could adjust this so we don't hear your footsteps. So there we go. I think that's a little better. Perfect. Can you say something?
no, I didn't say anything.
No, I was saying, can you say? There you go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it worked.
No, you
I
just
still
wanted to
hear
be
it. I mean,
sure.
yeah, I was
So.
trying to adjust the level so we could reduce. I was trying to reduce the
Oh,
background
okay,
of
yeah.
the footsteps a little bit, but I don't know if they can hear it as good as I can because I have the headphones and shit in. So never mind. It's probably fine.
Yeah, because it seemed really good to me and everything when I listened
Yeah.
to it on my
Okay.
thing. Like, I'm like, oh, it sounds very clear. Like, we both sound very clear.
Oh, okay,
So,
perfect. Well, because it comes out different on their end too, probably. I just was just adjusting a little bit, but I think we're good. Anyway, yeah.
no,
So,
yeah.
um, yeah, it's just a sad story. It's a sad thing because it just seems like, yeah, that like there just doesn't seem to be any good reason for them to have not ever announced something if it had been all that time and that she'd been struggling all that time and was rejecting help and all this stuff. Like some of her old co-stars could have stepped forward for her, or like how we saw people activate for the Tyler Chase situation, and like other similar situations, people are on the case, right, and then they get help and it's like yeah.
Yeah, but a big problem of this is that she's a voice, she's mostly like her most known work is her as a voice actress. And so we don't know how she looked necessarily. And again, that's why that's a problem because it falls under the radar. It falls under the radar, and you don't really know is the thing.
Well, and that's
And
all
there's
the more
probably
reason to
there's
say something and share like updated photos or like last
yeah.
scene, like this
Well,
is what she looked like. Keep an eye out. Like they didn't. Nobody said nothing. They were waiting to do this
you
documentary
know
thing
what's
apparently,
crazy?
which is just sad. Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, that's a problem. And like it's it's like because you know what's crazy is that like at least with the Tyler Chase thing, like some people said something about it. I think some of the motives are questionable with some people. I don't know what's going on with Tyler Chase now.
That's true too. Yeah, it didn't leave off on a
So,
great note either, but at least like people
but at
found
least
them
there
and
was something
tried. They were
shown,
trying and
and they
like
tried. There was some
yeah,
trying, yeah, which is nice. But
we're
um,
like
you
if
know,
sorry, go ahead. I
oh
think it
no,
was
but I was
cutting it
just
a
gonna
little.
say like, oh, did it cut out? Okay.
No,
Because
it's
like
just on
with the
my end.
Tyler
Yeah,
Chase thing, it's like, okay, so now we have to like look out for that and stuff and be like, what is he doing now? Is he still homeless? Why is he home? I think we need to we need to stop framing it as what, and we need to start asking why.
yeah,
Why did JV Chase go homeless, and why was she not cashing in these sad checks? Like
yeah.
that's my question. Is she like anti-capitalism or something? Did something happen that's made her that way? Is that her viewpoint on the world?
Well, and
What were
that's what I
her
was
views
wondering
on
is if
that?
she like felt it was dirty money or something, like she'd rather do, go her own way and do what she had to do on the street than have to cash that or having to face her parents or having to deal with anybody anymore. Because I think if you've been in the
Yeah.
belly of the beast for too long and for like what we can only speculate really about what may or may not have happened to her in that sphere. If they even went to that after party that she was invited to by Diddy and Ashton or whatever, we don't really know for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does seem obvious that something had happened to her along the way to for her to feel wounded, emotionally wounded, long term enough, complex trauma type stuff, to have this
Yeah.
sort of outcome. Like, regardless of the reasons, regardless of when it had happened, who had started it, it's almost like the parents just trying to point fingers immediately and cover ass. And then it's gaslighting, like I said, in a way, like that we're getting all these different stories that nobody really knows what's going on with it. Um,
Yeah.
and it just
Yeah. Because
shows through,
there's no
like,
story straight.
like
And it's
then
frustrating.
why wouldn't they be setting up some kind of public memorial thing or do something? Like they could have done something. And why didn't they say anything? Like I was realizing too, there was a Lilo and Stitch live action remake. That I didn't even realize that. Like I don't know how I fucking missed that because
Yeah,
I feel like I
last
would have
year.
checked that out. Some of them I'm like I'm not even gonna check that out because they probably ruined it. But that one I would have checked out. Um, but why
Oh, the
didn't they
live
say anything
action?
then? Like why that would have been the perfect
Yeah, that was
opportunity to like jump
yeah,
on
that's
it
when
like,
all the
oh, remember
spotlight.
Lilo and Stitch? Yeah, that girl is like on Skid Row
Well,
right now. Cuz this was last year, right? She's
yeah.
on Skid Row right now as far as we know, and we can't find her and we don't know what's happening and we just want her to be safe and blah blah blah. She doesn't have to get help from us, but we just want her to get help, right? Cuz I think a lot of the time families trying to do whatever help they're trying to do is doing more harm than help because there's just a lot of toxicity and dysfunction and narcissists and whatever stuff happening, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, that
why
would have
didn't they
been the
say anything
perfect
then? They would have
moment.
been in the perfect time. And maybe that's when she kind of thought maybe somebody will give a shit about me, and nobody fucking did. And then she just went deeper into her
Yeah.
spiral. Like, if it had just been her really making the choice, because like I'm on the fence of that, whether she was there voluntarily completely or not, in those conditions and being moved around. Like, we don't really know exactly what was going on, right?
Yeah,
But
we don't.
it
Yeah.
just like that was the ultimate fuck you. Because also, why wouldn't she get to have a part in that? Why wouldn't they be like, hey, like we'd like you to come back for this. We love you. Like we're gonna get you the support and help you need. Like
Well,
everybody abandoned her. They went and redid the fucking movie and just didn't give two shits that she was fucking nearly rotting in a
well, they could have
fucking
like had
like
her.
literally almost rotting because if she had blood infections and sepsis, all this bullshit, she was literally having like a rotting infection in her blood and in a fucking alley or in a fucking wherever the fuck she was on Skid Row. And they all did
Yeah.
that in our face. They all played us in our fucking face, like in big time.
Well,
It's just, it's so
it would have
sad.
been the perfect it would have been the perfect opportunity to have highlighted it. Like it would have been last year because everyone was rewatching Lilo and Stitch
Right?
during that time and stuff. And I think even I don't like, yeah, she could. I don't know if she would have necessarily, because again, I don't know her viewpoints on why she's not cashing those Disney checks and stuff, like what the whole situation. I need answers to that.
Yeah.
But like
And which
even like
ones?
because I
Like, I
know
want to know which ones. Like, because
for the side check.
because some probably ran out
Let's
or
start
whatever.
with the
Like with
Lilo Stitch.
Lilo, they probably got paid a lump sum for that though, especially when she was younger. Usually they
Well,
get
they have a
paid
whole
just a sum.
franchise.
Yeah, but would
It's
she have
they
gotten
had a whole
paid?
franchise.
Would they have gotten paid for that though? A lot of kids don't get factored into that shit.
I think Disney does,
Like, 'cause I don't
but
think
it's
Jake Lloyd
Nickelodeon that
did.
doesn't.
I don't know, but
But
well,
that was
either way,
before. That was before with Jake Lloyd, the Star Wars stuff. That was before Disney Star Wars, before
that's true.
Lucasfilm signed with Disney.
That's
So
true.
that must they didn't have contact with Jake Lloyd when they were making the Phantom Menace. Is the difference. There was
That's
no
true.
with Jake Lloyd, but with Daveigh Chase, there's a whole Lilo and Stitch franchise, and I'm pretty sure like if there's they're saying like the amount they're saying, then she probably was getting because I don't her other work. I don't know if that would have done it as much, but like if you had like a whole franchise, that would have done it for sure to get to the numbers that they're speaking of.
Sure.
Just
Well,
from my own experience with
fair.
that, with how residual checks work, that's
That's
like,
fair.
I'm like, no, if you have a big thing like Lilo and Stitch,
You would
you're
be
going to
like, 'cause
be
her voice would have
making a
been in
lot.
like games and like all this other stuff too. Fair enough.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
for
spin-off,
sure.
she did the spin-off too.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, so
Yeah.
like,
So she has a lot of things set
so
up. Like, that was
obviously,
her main
why like
income.
why did nobody say anything then? Why did nobody say anything when they were coming out with the newer one? Like whether she was gonna be part of it or not, or whatever the fucking thing
Yeah.
was. Like I'm
Well,
just
I
still
don't
stuck
think
on
she,
that. Like regardless of all the
well, with
other
the
details or
actor,
what it was actually happening or where she actually was, that like regardless, why did
yeah.
nobody like none of her former co-star like nobody said anything. Like nobody asked about her even when the fucking movie was happening.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like they just like memory hold the fuck out of us. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, to be fair,
oh, I don't
to be
know.
fair.
And hey, Luna Lucy,
So,
yeah. Oh, she
there's
was
this.
saying, they were
I don't
saying,
think she.
sorry, they were just catching up to us and they were saying, Luna
Oh,
was saying
okay.
she lives near there and she would have gone down there herself and found her, that downtown's not that big. That she like knows the area and stuff and like, I guess, yeah, that's ballsy, that's courage, because it isn't a very safe area, but if you're familiar with it, I guess you're like, yeah, I'm going down there, let's go. So good, there you go. There's like, of the 30 fucking people in here, we got somebody that's down there willing to go fucking find her if they had known in time, if somebody had said something in time.
Yeah.
Like why? So
Yeah.
sorry, continue. Like why would
It's
they not have
weird.
said it? That would have been the perfect time. I'm
Yeah.
still
No,
getting over that.
yeah, that would have been the perfect time. I don't think she would have been part of the live action movie because they had a 5-year-old girl in the live action movie. So
No,
I
but
don't
like
think to
as a
play Lilo,
cameo, like how they
but
did with
like as
Little
a
Rascals with
narrator.
Bug. Like he did it in the newer one, they
Yeah.
gave him a little
But
cameo,
also,
right?
also, I'm gonna say something. I have to say this is
Yeah.
that it is in today's age with culture. She is a white lady too, and so it would have been. I don't know
Yeah,
how
it would
that
have
would have
popped
worked
off.
for.
People, well, it goes both ways
But
now. Like
also,
that, people are talking big with this and that. Nolan, what was it, Nolan Wells or whatever? That shit's pretty fucking shady, and I think that needs to be talked about more too. There's
yeah.
a more balance now, but you do make a good point that that would have hit the
So that it
mainstream
could have been
so
that.
fast.
It would have hit that
One
quick.
tweet, it would have fucking hit, and people would have ran with that and been like, "Oh my god!" Like same with Amanda Bynes, same with Britney Spears, same with
They
all
would
these other
take down that
actresses
movie. They would
that
take
needed
down that
help.
movie.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
people would have been they would have helped
But
her.
but I will say that still there was still enough spotlight there that I could have started like we could have had
That would have been the
someone
moment. That would have been the moment, right?
we could have had a conversation because I'm like it wouldn't didn't have to be through like Disney or anything because I know that they're a corporation. They're not. I get that they're not going to like put that out there or anything, but like her manager that's making the documentary could have used that moment
To
to speak
start,
about this and tell us
yeah,
what we're
start
doing to
promoting
start a
it.
conversation.
Do a little trailer and be like, "Holy shit, we don't know where she is. We need your help." And her fucking blah blah blah. The movie's coming. You remember it. They're making the movie, so you remember her, right? Like, yeah, it would have
And you
just.
know
I
what's
just it doesn't
crazy?
make
You
sense
know
because
what's
like
crazy?
you'd want to promote that. And yeah, what's crazy?
It's
Sorry.
because it's crazy because the okay people that I I don't know if you guys know Nickelodeon's Hey Dude, but the Joe Torres thing with Danny Lightfoot, there were people online looking for Joe Torres, and there was some people that were trying to make a documentary called Finding Danny Lightfoot.
Well, right,
And we
yeah.
eventually found him. I did a
Yeah.
whole thread on that on my page and everything. I've been doing
Yeah.
that for years.
Yeah, and the Twitter.
I put a lot of things together. We could have done that with Daveigh Chase too. We could
That's
have
it.
done that as well.
Well, and that's what they're saying.
And
Like
it would have
hundreds of
put
people
that
would have come
together.
together. Like any hundred of people would have
Exactly.
gone down there, and they would have fucking found her immediately. Like all those
And
people at once.
the thing is, the people that were making the Danny Lightfoot documentary for Hey Dude, Nickelodeon Hey Dude, which is 1989, 5-season show. It's not that well known unless you're a Nickelodeon fan of that time and stuff.
Right? So it's
But
niche. It's a small niche, and
niche.
still was able
It's
to
niche.
make the enough of a wave to make a difference. So of all the
And
things,
also,
yeah,
on top of that, it was everyday people making, like, it was just some random guys that had no association with the industry that were doing like a
no,
whole podcast and stuff for this, and like bringing a lot of attention to it, which did bring a lot of attention, and we got answers.
yeah.
We could.
Well, that's what I say all the time. That every
people that didn't.
yeah, it's like every drop in the
wasn't
ocean of
family
influence
or a
counts.
mentor.
Like you don't need to be an influencer to help make waves of change. It's every drop in the ocean of influence counts.
Yeah,
So more people
exactly.
talking about it. Like that's all they had to do is they had to mention it one time, tweet it, fucking put it on Facebook, put it on fucking Blabber or whatever the other one is. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it would have went
Instagram.
around.
It would have gone around. It would have gone around. Like there's no way
So
that
then we could have found it.
yeah.
So it's like, why are we holding on this documentary? Because okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with that. The truth is with that is that this, and I'm gonna say it for what it is. I'm gonna call it for what it is here, because I'm gonna frame it in a question.
Yeah.
So the manager of her, I'm asking you, were you just waiting to get your paycheck fixed before you wanted to say something? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
get
know
the
that's very
investments.
crazy to say.
Like, well, and
Get the
exactly, just
investments.
either way, like
You'll
it's
care
it's
when you get the
opportunistic.
investment.
Yeah, it's
That's what I
opportunistic.
feel.
It feels like either
That's
way,
how it's coming across.
Mhm.
That's how it's coming across.
and it's
So it's like,
upsetting. Because even if that wasn't the intention, then well, like for what they're saying, it doesn't seem like anyone's taking any accountability for why nothing was done. Like they all seem to be pointing around a finger and pointing it around the bush and being like, yeah, oh well, this, it was that, you know, oh the motorcycle accident, oh the this. Like okay, well, but why did nobody say anything? Like I just still can't. I just can't understand that part of it.
yeah,
And like what the boyfriend, this quote unquote boyfriend, like why did they wait till like the last minute to do a GoFundMe thing? Like if she actually needed some help and like needed medical attention months ago, why didn't that happen? You know?
Yeah, well, also, so the most telling thing, the person that I think was telling the most truth out of everyone, it was that People Magazine article I read in my live stream. I know you have the video linked up and stuff. So if you guys go back in the live stream, we go over I think it was the People Magazine, I believe so, where I think it was the guy named Dan. Sorry if I don't remember verbatim who said it exactly, but it was the guy that was a friend of her in the circle of drug addicts. So whose last saw her in 2023. And what he said is that he's a recovering drug addict, and he used to know her and talk to her and tried to get her help and tried to get her out of that, but it was hard. So there's layers. And also if it's a drug, a drug circle, that can mean a bunch of different things, It could also mean that somebody might be holding her captive. It can go into the realms of human trafficking.
Yeah.
What is this drug circle and stuff? Because there's a lot of crazy, unethical things that happen in drug circles and stuff.
Well, and that was like all the more reason to like just get her help. Like
the family.
Like why would they just?
Well, also,
that's all the more reason. Like, because exactly how dangerous it is to just leave her on the street like that. And if you think she's in danger and you think there's a problem, why didn't they say anything? You know what I mean? Like that's the part I'm still having the hardest time getting over, because exactly that though, like the amount of danger for a young woman on the street like that, and for having the notoriety and stuff that she has, like she was almost like a target, was my figure, and is like there's a good chance she might have been targeted by one of these trafficking groups because she would have been like a hot commodity, like this former child star, you know. and they've
Well,
got her
also,
all
I was
strung out
gonna
all the
say
time.
this.
They keep her in this loop of being strung out or whatever, and she just doesn't even know
Yeah.
where she is half the time or what's going on. And they keep moving her around and stuff because apparently they were saying that, oh, they knew and they got word of where she was, and then when they got down there, she was already gone. So it's like if they were kept moving her around, and then it was in this RV, and then like in motels, whatever, like it's hard when they if they're like to know if it's a captive thing or if they're just like voluntarily going down this
They're
spiral, right?
blackmailing. They could be blackmailing the family for all we know too, or something. Or there could have
Yeah.
been like things like you better not say certain things. Actually, what's crazy is I don't know if you guys watched. It was like the recent Saved by the Bell. It was that investigation discovery documentary they did on Saved by the Bell. And in
Mm,
that documentary, Dustin Diamond, rest in peace, Dustin Diamond, but
yeah.
Dustin Diamond's father said that he would get, and Lark Voorhees as well, they had this stalker that would call their house and say, "Give me Dustin now or I'm going to kill you." And they
That's
said that to Dustin's
insane.
dad on the phone. And this was
Yeah.
back like when you didn't have social media and stuff. When this was when the show was on in the 90s, that
Yeah.
this type of person was stalking them and stuff. So it's very alarming and crazy the
Well, that's it,
way
right? We don't know. We don't know if somebody exactly
we
like
don't
could have
know
been literally
everything. So
holding her captive and then like yeah, we just don't really know, and that's the problem because nobody said anything. Like I guess saying that over and
yeah,
over is
or
not getting us
even
anywhere
if they
either, but
did, they could have went to like the police, and the police could have done an investigation or something on this, and just be like, I got like even let's just say we're just this is allegedly, but theorize that if there was some crazy drug person that that is like blackmailing like the family or something, and they
mhm.
got some call or something, they could have brought that to the police anonymously to investigate that.
Yeah, like it just seems like there needed to be a lot of people ignoring and staying quiet for this to happen, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just doesn't seem to
it
make
doesn't
that
make
much
sense.
sense. Yeah. And then
Yeah, because
Luna
I'm
was just
like,
saying like she knows the people some of the people from down there and they were her neighbors and friends, like she was familiar with some of the people and they're not necessarily bad people that that the people on the streets would have also
okay,
helped find her, like that, just talking with some of the locals and talking to people around, like that she basically did highlight how easy it would have been to find her if you were really looking that hard, you know.
okay,
She's
yeah.
saying it's all bullshit because the unhoused community would have helped. Like they all would have like helped
Mm,
out if they knew what was
okay,
going on. Like regardless if she was being held by one of these groups. Like if you've got every single
yeah,
like all these people that had loved her and knew about her, or just that want to do the right thing. Like a lot of people want to do the right thing because they look out for each other, right?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ah, it's just
That's
sad.
so. It is so sad and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it and stuff. If she did, she would have died in a luxury hotel room, not in a freaking disgusting RV. If she
Oh,
knew about the money, she would.
yeah, she was
Okay, yeah,
saying
I'm
if
just
she had
reading the
known
chat
about,
right
yeah,
now.
go back if you want. Yeah, catch up.
Yeah, I'm reading everything in the chat and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's very yeah, that's interesting and stuff. I lived in downtown for years. I know a lot of the people on the streets. They were my neighbors and friends. The unhoused community would have helped. No fear when we are needed. Okay, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And
That's
then
interesting
we
to
only have a
know.
handful of people in here really in the grand scheme of things, and already there's a one person would have been ready to go down there
Would
and
have been ready to
activate
go
and get
down
the word
and
out and
help.
put hand
Yeah.
out some flyers. Like why did they not have pictures of her? Why weren't they handing it out? Why weren't they putting the word out? Like it just doesn't sound like they like I don't know. It doesn't sound like they were doing everything they could, and that makes me wonder if they were all just still getting paid anyways and nobody cared, and that yeah, she maybe didn't even know she still had checks and could have got the help she needed, but there was too many people that would have benefited from her death also, in such a way. Like, because to then they can get her estate, or then they can get this or
Yeah.
that, and like take her stuff, whatever other stuff that she might still have ownership of or copyright to or whatever, run with that. And anything she was saying no to
And like the
before,
truth
they can say
is,
yes, and they could easily AI recreate her and do all this stuff without her permission now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just
oh
is like
yeah.
my brain, the way where it's gone is like I don't know. It just seems like there might have been too much incentive for her to not be able to come back and say anything.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. And the most frustrating part is that we're never gonna know the real truth now because you can't trust anyone's story on this at all. Like, unfortunately, the most was like that homeless person that spoke up and said like he's in recovery. He
Yeah,
might be the only one that might know
as
something,
close to
but we're
being a
never
real
gonna.
person that would say, yeah,
Yeah, because he's the only person that sounded like he was humanizing her. It wasn't about money. It wasn't a financial thing. It
yeah,
wasn't like trying to cover a story up or anything, you know?
mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's a lot of it's really sad. It's just really
There you
sad
go, buddy in
overall. And
Kansas too, saying I would have gone too. I'm in Kansas, but I would have gone too. Like we could have got enough people just by us talking about it here in this small space of like this handful of people. Like even we're being throttled, we got enough people willing to activate to do it to like help with that situation. So imagine if they had said it like to TMZ or to one of those main things, like, "Hey, something's happening here, and we need help." You know, like why? I just don't understand why it was like it's like they wanted it to be a secret that she was struggling more than anything. It doesn't seem like why was there no flyers put out? Why was there no like call to action whatsoever? I just don't get it. I still that's like I don't know. I guess I'm repeating myself over now, and I should stop that. But that part is just like it just doesn't. It just I can't.
it doesn't add
I've been
up. It
going in
doesn't add
circles about
up.
it. It just is not sitting right. Like all these deaths don't sit right. None of them have sat right with me, and they just keep piling up. And that's the problem, I guess, too. Is like um it's just this pipeline. It's like a pipeline, and it's like if you're not okay with whatever rot is happening around these people, like this is what happens. Like this is when you won't submit. This is
Yeah.
when you won't agree to XYZ. This is when you don't, go along to get along, because
Well,
she was pushing
also,
back for a while there too, right? Like she didn't want to be part of it anymore.
yeah, well, like I want to know the answers to that as well. Like, what were her thoughts on this? Like, I wish there were things that we could have heard from her that
Yeah,
only she knows the answers to. And I wish we could hear about that on like, how did she get in this situation? Why hasn't she been cashing in her checks and stuff like that?
yeah.
What happened? Like,
Well,
what really happened?
I am gonna
And
go
I'm like,
into
I
it
don't know if
more
we're gonna ever get an
because,
answer. I don't know
well,
if we're gonna ever get an answer,
like
really. I don't
kind
know
of
how you can
though,
get an
like
answer, really.
her old interviews. There's some old interviews because there was a couple of these really older, like these old paparazzis and stuff that were following her around and getting like she was saying some stuff like she was trying to say some stuff and I didn't have enough time to really go as far into it for the little presentation there, but she was definitely saying some stuff and like I do want to go into it more and like I am still due to do the Drew Barrymore part three part, and with the way that kind of connects with the Brittany Murphy situation and with her situation, like there's some ties in there of that bigger picture of the industry that kind of I've been trying to say with a lot of the videos, like pretty much all of them, it's like the same common denominators of truth, you know what I mean? But that inner circle there, because there was another little
Mm-hmm.
girl that was connected to Brittany Murphy that was one of the young girls that worked in her movie that died really young too, and then all those connect. It
Yeah.
all interconnects in the music industry. It connects with some Diddy stuff because of Ashton Kutcher. Like it all connects together in a really uh significant way between because I believe Drew Barrymore had like just finished the Donnie Darko when she was going into doing Riding in Cars with Boys with Brittany Murphy, and I believe it was the Riding in Cars with Boys that the little daughter that played in that movie, she died young same way, and then you've got this little kid that played in the
Mm.
Donnie Darko, so both of their movies had a little kid in it die in the same ways that like Brittany Murphy had died. Like all of these people, this mysterious, suspicious deaths,
Yeah.
or just like these accidental or on purpose ones. Like all these ones we've been following on the mind map. It ties into that in
Yeah.
a huge way. And I think maybe this is why I kind of took so long with the Drew video too. Like it's, so many other things have unfolded since and now we can talk about like the dissociative spectrum a lot better now. Like we're more allowed to do it. I feel like there was a lot of pushback
Yeah.
trying to talk about that kind of stuff a few years ago. Um,
Yeah.
so I think it's kind of becoming time that I do want to look into that further and I do want to explore it further, just like not right away. And I'm not sure. Like I'll
Yeah.
probably maybe do a standalone at some point too, but it's just like I feel like there's still more information that's going to come to the surface on it too, right? So
Yeah.
either way,
Hopefully.
aiming to
Yeah.
have a segment in the Drew video and
We
and
need to.
and whatever next thing is going to come up about it, because I do want to keep a pin on this one in a big way.
Yeah.
It's
No, there's stuff I want to talk to you about after we do this
sure,
regarding this that I'm just like, that just came to mind and stuff because I
fair,
don't want to put that out there right now. But
okay, sure, yeah, no problem.
that would be something that would, make us understand it better,
Mm-hmm.
and try to like, because I think, yeah, because I think there's a lot of like question marks here. And I mentioned it on my life, there's a lot of question marks here that don't make sense. And we need to find, we don't, there's just a lot of shadiness with that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, fair Husky. She's saying that we all need to do a live about this, and Desi too, but she's gonna be on to do the Taylor Swift, and like let's get past that one at least first, and then we'll just see where that goes. We don't wanna pile on her now that she's coming back in the zone here, because she's gonna. Everybody asked, you all asked, so you shall receive. That's gonna be Tuesday, I
yeah.
believe. I'm gonna double check with her, make sure, and if that time works. But I do have it set up, so hopefully that time is fine. The day is fine as
Oh,
far as
they
I
they
know.
mentioned they mentioned they mentioned Dana Plato, and I actually did a video
Yeah.
on Dana Plato in the
Oh,
chat
did you?
in on my channel.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
there's a
check it
whole
out
video
then.
of that.
Yeah, I
There's a
touched
video
on
on
her
my
in a
channel about
video,
Dana Plato,
but I
and
didn't.
I
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got some personal footage on there of her roommate in 1994 of her
Oh,
singing and stuff. That's in my
yeah.
video too, so it's very
Get
beautiful.
that. Get on that. Yeah,
That
check it out, guys.
so that's a
Because
beautiful.
that's a
That's
sad
about
story.
and
The different strokes, like all of them had
oh
issues. That whole
yeah.
cast
Oh,
had a problem,
oh,
like stuff going
I have to
on.
tell you something. I have to tell you something after live regarding that because there's
That
something
too.
I have connected. There's something that came up for me
Oh shit.
regarding that, but I'm just like kind of like alarmed by it. But it's like something that came up. Someone specific contacted me.
Oh
Um,
really?
yeah, but that's a whole thing.
Oh fuck. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll talk after anyway. No worries. Just put a pin
uh,
in it. Put a pin in the other thing
I love
too.
how
That's
I love how
okay.
I'm like, oh, there's a lot of
Well,
conversations I
we have
can't
to
say
catch up. We
publicly
haven't
right.
like it's been a busy month, I think, for everybody. Like we are all just recircling back now. Like even Desi too.
Yeah,
She's been
now
doing her thing,
a
and
lot
then
of things I like,
yeah,
there's just a lot of things where like it comes up and stuff, and it's just like, like it's just like, oh, I forget about, because I just feel like like everything I do on here is just freaking crazy, and I'm just like, oh, what is life? Like what is life? Sometimes
yeah.
because you and I both have crazy things come. These people come up and stuff to us that were like, oh, that is actually contacting me.
Oh, you're kind of
Okay,
cutting out again. Are you walking back through that same spot you were before? 'Cause you're cutting out again a little bit.
sorry. Oh, did I cut out?
Oh, you're back now. Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah,
I'm
no,
back
for
now.
sure. Like a lot of weird stuff too is like sometimes when we all get talking, um,
Yeah, the
something
weird
always
things.
happens. Some things pop off.
Well, no, many things.
Oh fuck, you are cutting out again. Are you in the same spot? Like, are
Am
you
I
walking
cutting out
back
again?
through?
Oh my god.
Are you walking back through the
Oh.
same direction, like the same path? I think there's that one spot, and once you got past it, you were good. I don't know, it's just
I
like
was
too
like
much
sitting in the
trees.
same spot and then it suddenly started cutting out. I'm like, "Mm, is it good now?
Uh, keep saying things.
Okay, I'll keep around. I'll just
Oh
walk
no,
around.
it's still kind of cutting out a little bit.
Oh,
That's
it's
okay
still
though.
cutting out. Oh, I can hear you again.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that was weird because I was just sitting in the same spot and I was like, why is it cutting out all of a sudden? I was there for like 20
It's like some
minutes.
clouds or
Um,
something coming over, maybe.
there's no clouds. It's
Oh
actually
fuck.
clear sky right
Well,
now.
that's weird then.
So
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we're getting spiritually
spiritual
attacked or
interference.
something.
Like, well, I'm gonna try to just think that maybe she's just here with us, and it's just causing some interference, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she's
Um,
letting us know she's
and
here.
it's not a negative thing, I'd rather believe it's a
It's
positive
not a
thing.
negative thing. I would
So we're
rather see
having
it
a
as a
moment.
positive thing.
We're having the moment for her here. We're holding the space. We're all talking in her defense, and we're all pretty angry. I feel like there's a lot of energy in us as a group, even just with what is it, like 25 people or something right now. Us as a group all thinking the same thing and in a powerful way. Even could be like the
Yeah.
energy disturbance. So I'd rather
Well,
believe
we're
it's
all
that anyway.
processing it.
Yeah,
We're all
exactly.
processing it and everything. So it's like very different things. Like I feel like I have a mixture of sadness, anger, screaming,
Yeah,
internal screaming, really, and just
yeah.
like confused, like why? Like,
Well, it's
like
like
that's
we're
the
being
thing that's just like
gaslit because that's the thing. We're being gaslit by everybody. Like that's sort of just the
that's
media
the
all the
annoying
time.
part.
That's the narcissistic cult matrix. We're always being told all this different stuff, and none of it's really any. It doesn't get us anywhere. It just spins us around in these circles, and there's no justice. There's no answers. There's no nothing. You know?
There is no, and it feels like it feels like some people are also just like trying to cover it and brushing it under the rug a lot. Like I feel like there's a lot of that happening as well
Yeah.
with that,
No, for
if
sure.
you know what I mean.
It
That's
does.
what it feels like. Like they're like, let's try to like get this over with, sort of thing. And it's like
Yeah,
there's
very
not a lot of
quickly.
humanity. It's not a lot. There's not a lot of humanity that it feels like. There's not a human thing that's we're hearing in the press about this and everything. And
Well, it's just like going through
it,
the motions
it is all
now.
about money. It is all
Uh,
about money,
what's
which
that?
is like,
Evan Rachel Woods. Did you see Evan Rachel Woods' latest interview? And hey, Red Spice, good to see you. It's been a minute. And Lola Rue, welcome, welcome. But did you see that? I didn't see that.
oh, let me look at the chat.
Evan
I didn't see
Rachel Woods.
that. No, I
She
didn't see that.
she was on one of those the Showbiz Kids or whatever, one of those movies, whistleblower type movies, and
Oh,
she had spoken out against like Manson and stuff. Marilyn Manson,
against who?
Not
Oh,
Charles Manson,
Marilyn
Marilyn Manson.
Manson.
Yeah, which I don't know.
Oh,
That's a
Charles
wild card.
Manson?
No. I was saying I was saying Marilyn Manson.
Oh, I
I
was
was
like,
just saying
oh,
not
okay.
Charles Manson, not to get confused with Charles Manson. Yes, Marilyn
Oh,
Manson. Sorry.
well, that's a whole other
Because we've
thing
been
too,
talking
but
about Charles Manson. We have been, the group, we've been talking about it, so I didn't want them to get confused either, you know? Um,
oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
the Evan Rachel Wood, oh yeah, Sean's saying so too. What's the deal with the, you guys fill me in, what's happening with Evan Rachel Woods?
Yeah, I don't know what
Because
that is.
I'm gonna look it up too. Hold on,
Is that
actually.
the accuser? Is that a
Yeah,
Marilyn Manson's
well,
accuser?
and she had grown up in the industry. She's got a whole story. I'm sort of, that's like one of those things I gotta pin in, at some point.
Oh,
She's got a whole
okay,
story.
so it's
She was,
another pin. Yeah.
yeah, like and she's been a whistleblower, and she was in, I think it was the Showbiz
Oh,
Kids, or it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the
showbiz
Showbiz
kids.
Kids. Like, there was been a good handful of them, like Open Secret, Showbiz Kids. There was that Kid 90 one that was like most of the home video footage that Punky Brewster took, Soleil Moon Frye, and she was around a bunch of the 90s kids, and like she had
Oh,
dated Brandis and stuff, so she had footage like that nobody had seen of him
aw,
before and stuff, and made it really nice. Like all the kids, like a bunch of the kids
aw.
from Kids
Oh, that's
she used to
nice.
hang out with, and like three of them died. Like she touched on a lot of them that had passed. Like she made sure to make a point of all the ones that she had come in contact with that had died, right? So that was a good one in a different way. Um, and then yeah, the Open
Yeah.
Secret. What was the other one? I feel like there's another one. I'm gonna have to make a list for you guys one day and post it somewhere so you guys know where to go with all those, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of good truther movies that you never hear about, you never see anything about it, but
Well, there's one of those you mentioned to me that I'm just like there's a few question marks with that, but I do get that it's like a good source of information to a degree.
mhm.
But I can't, okay, I can't talk about this on live. I just can't
Okay, that's
because
fine.
I have a connection with something on that I just don't want to
Well, and you never
touch
know
on
either. Like you
really,
can't
and I
ever
don't want
this. Well, but
there
this is
also might
why.
be watching too.
This is okay, but fair. Okay, but this is why I always say to draw your own conclusions. Like, do your own research, draw your own conclusions, because you can't just necessarily take everybody's word either. In any case, like nobody's word is
Well, no,
gospel,
but
even
I
yours or
experienced
mine. You know.
something with that. Well,
Okay.
I just
Well, we'll
that's what
talk about it
I'm
then.
not even
Yeah.
saying this.
But anyway,
Yeah,
no matter
so
the situation, I always let people know. Like, you never know for sure what some people are saying, or how true, or if it's a half truth, or
yeah.
you just never
Oh
know.
yeah,
So to
yeah. I know what you're
always
saying.
like use
Yeah.
discretion, to always
There's
do
like
more research. Don't just take a
there's just
headline.
motives. There's certain people with motives that
Well, I think
I
that some
just
people question.
I'm
Yeah,
one of
somebody
those.
was saying that they question her victim story, that they're not 100% sure
Oh,
about that, but
I'm
she
not
was
talking
like a
about I'm not
child
talking about
actor
Evan
too.
Rachel Woods. I'm
Oh,
talking about a piece of media you mentioned. I'm not
okay, never
talking
mind.
about
Well, we'll talk
at
about
all.
that
I'm
after
not
then.
talking
Kevin Bacon.
That's
There's
not what
Kevin
I'm
Bacon
talking about
again.
at
It's the
all.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, guys. I'm looking at the Evan Rachel Wood wiki, and Kevin Bacon. Here he is. Every time. Digging to China. Her first major screen role, 97, Digging to China. She played, oh, that's one of those weird movies. They had a ton of those back then, by the way, too, which I wanted to do a video about that sometime. I have like a
The
list. There's like
digging
10
to
of them.
China?
Yeah, these movies where there's
Is
like
that like
the handicapped person, but then there's like a bad interaction. It doesn't seem right. I can't remember who it was with, but there's a
oh
Rob Lowe one where he's like an adult, and I think it's Winona Ryder. I'm not sure. Square Dance. I think it's one
oh
of these ones. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to look it up. It's been a minute since I worked on that video, but There was a weird one where they make an interactions between a young person and an adult with intellectual disabilities, and they make it play it off because it's like the adult has like the mind of a 13-year-old or whatever, and then the person's 13, so it's somehow like I don't know. That's another theory movie. That's another thing of like a sideways way of being able to get away with having inappropriate interactions between teens and adults. You know what I mean? Like even beyond the TW theory of like these scenes that they don't really know what's going on, this is literally putting them in a position with an older person that okay, in the movie they're supposed to be handicapped, but how often are they not even a handicapped person playing that character? Like look at Leonardo DiCaprio and all these other movies, right? So there's just something there about that, and that was her first movie. Was this digging to China as a 10-year-old girl living with her alcoholic mother, who forms an unlikely friendship with a man with an intellectual disability, played by Kevin Bacon. Of course, it's fucking Kevin Bacon, though. So there we go. Now I just don't know about Kevin Bacon. This is where he's starting to get a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
He's on the edge of wild card here now, guys. This official. Official. Sorry, guys. I know everybody's all about Kevin Bacon, but it's still not as bad as Keanu, so it's fine.
I mean,
oh, she was in Practical Magic. Wait, it's bad that you don't know who Kevin... Do you not know who Kevin Bacon is?
Like I know.
What?
I
Okay,
know
look at the
him,
screen.
but I
I'm
don't
putting
know.
it. It's gonna show up. I hover over his
What I
name and his
know-
face
what
shows
I know
up.
is
He's in
I
like
see
Hollow
him-
Man. What else was he in that you might know? That fucking Angelina Jolie movie. I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of them.
No, actually,
He was in like every
actually,
movie of
never
the
mind.
'90s. Look at him.
Oh, wait.
Can you
I
see
know
on the
who-
screen
okay,
now?
Wait. Now I know him. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah. I'm like,
I was
what?
oh, he's from Footloose.
He's everywhere.
He's
Yeah,
from
Footloose. That's the one too. That's the main one. Yeah, I should have said that
I
one
like-
first. That's right.
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna know.
Fuck's
I'm gonna know
sakes.
Footloose.
Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, okay. Then she was in Practical Magic, which I didn't realize that. She was like young though, so I don't even. She's another one of those though. You don't realize all the stuff she was
Are
in.
you looking at Ava Rachel Wood
She did
right
Once
now?
and Again with Misha Barton also. Oh, I definitely have to look into Evan Rachel Wood. Now I have to.
And it was-
That's like 4 things.
Wait,
That's
what
like
was
4
that magic
things.
movie? What was
Practical
that
Magic,
movie?
which is
What was
like
the
Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock fucking penis on her face. Baby penis on her face.
Oh.
That fucking Sandra Bullock. I used to like her. I liked her in that Miss Congeniality until I found out she does the
Yeah.
skin, the circumcision skin for her face care. She said it on Oprah. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if you guys remember that, but she's talked about it one time on Oprah about her facial regimen, and it's fucking like the stem cells from circumcised parts that they put on the face cream or whatever the fuck.
Seen that, to be honest.
Like what the
I
fuck?
think I
And then
probably
Nicole
have seen
Kidman,
that.
right?
That sounds familiar.
So then Nicole Kidman, and then that was that
Yeah.
one. Practical Magic. There's this other one. I don't know what this is. Down Will Come Baby. Whatever. We don't need to do the whole thing right now. But then the Misha Barton. I did a dive on Misha Barton before that. Between her and Bug Hall and Brad Renfro, there was a whole thing there, and I did a couple videos, and that's where they caught up to me on that one on the Dark Child Star Nexus. Things got weird between the Bug Hall and Misha Barton because the skip
Yeah.
parts, and then withdrew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing.
It's a-
Anyways, there's
yeah,
like
I could
this
see
Once and Again too. Sorry, I'm like on my brain. My brain's just it's doing its thing. This is what my brain does. You're hearing it. You're having it. Real life.
I know how
Sorry.
it goes. I know how it goes.
But we've done this. You know how it goes.
I'm used to it. Like, it's just like.
And then there's that 13 movie. That movie was weird too. And the chick that did that movie, it was like based
I've
on her
been
real
talking
life.
about that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I
I'm
know what
gonna
you're
have to,
talking about.
we're gonna have to do a follow-up live about this or something because there's like a whole thing here. There's a whole fucking thing here. Like, and we've only got to 2005. We're not even in at
crazy is-
2005. Sorry.
What's crazy is like that movie is okay.
That looks weird too.
I
That's
have to
pretty
tell you
persuasion.
Oh my
Sorry, go
God.
ahead.
This is stuff I can't even
Okay, don't say it out loud on here then. That's fine.
loud. But regarding the 13
The third turn movie? Yeah, what do you know
whatever
stuff?
call it. Yeah, but like that's been coming up. That's been coming up with me in a different way,
Okay.
and I'm
See?
like, I'm
See
like,
how this
so
happens?
even now, because I've been having to use that as a reference for something else,
Mm,
but it wasn't for the obscure thing.
Okay.
It's an industry thing that I
Yep.
need to talk to you about later.
Okay.
that I'm
Put a
working-
pin in
that's,
it.
like,
I
in
should be
real
making a
life thing.
list.
Real
Fuck.
life thing,
Did
just
you
saying.
put a pin in the other things that you were gonna say? I should have written it down what you were gonna, but you were being secretive, so I don't even know what you're talking about. There's like 2 other things. We'll talk
Too many
after.
things.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
We'll go. We'll find it our way back. It's
I-
fine.
Oh my God, fucking NDAs.
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
get me to shut up, and I'm
Yeah.
not used to shutting up about this, and then I'm just like,
I
like
get it.
I'm
okay.
too industry programmed, and I've done a lot of media training. That's why
Yes.
I know how to, like, anyone that's done media training in their life
Yeah.
knows how to BS things. So
Yeah. Beat around the bush a little. That's fine. I get it.
beat
Well, you
around
kind
the
of
bush.
have to because you can't just come out and say
Exactly.
shit sometimes. You kind of have to like say it
Well,
without saying it.
I'm
She
not
did
even
the
gonna.
Across the
Yeah,
Universe too, didn't
exactly.
she? Oh fuck, sorry, I'm reading in the background as I'm
Okay,
listening. But
while we're on this, I've already like I know I've gotten like blackballed enough as it is and shadow banned, but if you guys want to donate to my PayPal,
oh
that is
yeah,
so
yeah, go
appreciated.
ahead.
I'm looking
Yes,
at that.
the link
It's
tree.
on my links in the
Oh,
link
your
tree.
link
So
tree
if you
should be
want to,
popping up too. Let me just. I'm gonna
I
just
would
grab it and
really
drop it though, so that
appreciate
it's yeah.
because I'm like,
Brand
and I'll
new,
shout you out. I'm looking at it right now. I'm
brand
sorry if
spanking new.
we were. I'm sorry if you weren't like, if you guys were donating, I will shout you out on here. If you have donated to the PayPal, doesn't matter how small or big it is. Anything's appreciated, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if Zero Infinity's
And then
in
I'm
here,
looking at
but
my thing.
that was Zero Infinity or something last time.
Zero Infinity.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't know if they're
God,
in
where
here,
have you
but
been?
I don't know if they're in
Zero
here.
Infinity donated the PayPal.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know
Zero
if they're in here, but I'm
Infinity.
shouting them out.
Where
So if
are
they when
you?
they
I
catch
want to
up,
thank you. I
yeah,
want to thank you. I want to
this
thank you
way
for the donation.
when
Like
they're
that made
catching
me
up.
feel so good.
Yeah, when they're catching up, they'll hear you. They'll know. They'll know they got the shout out. We
I hope
remembered.
they hear it.
Yeah,
I don't know if they've got they because I did it on my live and I don't know if they heard it. And I'm like, I'm gonna hunt you down
yeah,
to get to thank you for this because that
yeah.
is so appreciated.
Oh, the Columbine
So
thing. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. This was like your first internet money. You were making shit for this, and you've been doing threads and doing all
yeah.
this
Oh
research
my
and all
God.
this stuff for years. It's awful.
Yeah, but I
What are they
didn't want to
saying?
like make
Sorry, continue.
no, but I'm like I didn't want to really like profit off this. Like that wasn't my intention with this at all.
No, but you should
But
be able to
when
cover
you,
your
but when,
bases, right?
yeah, but like I've also gotten blackballed for this stuff, pretty sure, and shadow banned
Well, you
to the
just be
point where I
quiet for
can't
then.
work
You just stop
properly.
talking about it then. No more. You keep leading into stuff. We're getting into close to stuff
Well, I
here.
think it's too late.
It's fine.
I think some things are like too late. Like there's some people that I know in the industry that won't associate with me anymore, which is
Yeah,
fine because they're very in the industry, and
sure.
that's okay. I get it, but it's like it is what it is. But we sometimes you can't keep like you can't just like go through life and have things that you witness that are so damaging and lifelong damaging and not say a thing about it, right?
It's true. Yeah, somebody was
So it's
saying
like
she that I guess at some point she did Evan Rachel Wood had brought up that she was being put with a lot of way older actors when she was under 18 and like playing the love interest of Ed
yeah.
Norton when she was 15.
Oh
Um
God.
so like yeah, I don't know about the Marilyn Manson
That
thing or
was
if
a
she's being
very
put up to that or what that situation is, but it like obviously it's still following. There's still a pipeline here that this was following. And like she was in some stuff. Like
yeah.
there's some questionable stuff popping out to me. Oh, she was in Woody Allen's, co-starred in Woody Allen's with the
Oh,
fucking guy, Larry
oh.
David. Now we're in the
Well, we
Reiner
all know
sphere
about
here.
that. Well,
Yeah.
now we all know about Woody
Yeah,
Allen.
I know. Okay, so like there's
There we
some stuff
go.
here. Like I think it's like sometimes she's trying to say some stuff. Like sometimes some of these people are trying to say some stuff, but they're not able to really say what they want to say and they start saying other stuff
Well,
and they
they're
get
still in
carried
the
away with it.
sphere.
They're
They're in
still
the
a
sphere
victim, but
still.
maybe not in the way that they're saying also, you know?
Well, they're also in the industry as well,
What
right?
is
Because she
that
still
movie?
works and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if she's doing interviews on like Entertainment Tonight, she can't say everything. She can't. She just
Yeah.
can't. And
Well, they're
that'll be a big
saying
blow and stuff, and that
people were
can ruin
saying
her.
they don't believe her story about the Manson thing, and I don't know. Like I think there's a fine line
Oh, okay.
between sub dom relationships and abuse, and I think that it can be easily crossed in
Oh,
ways. And I think if she was young and
it can
already
be.
vulnerable, she has been diagnosed. She has been diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So maybe she was sort of
Oh,
vulnerable and being led into some of these situations that she wasn't comfortable with. But it was like, and maybe he doesn't necessarily like. I think maybe there's more complex than what it comes off because of the complex trauma and because of like, if you just look at like, I've just kind of scrolled down like the highlights of her career. Anyway, I haven't even looked at the filmography yet. I'm almost scared to, but there's stuff popping out here to me that I think is, there's stuff going on here that
there's
that
stuff
that
going on
alone
that.
is fitting into like this TW theory, like the development of that and into these I'm gonna have to make a new branch too for these movies where they're fully being put in a situation. Like it's not just an
Yeah.
opportunistic and almost in the situation. Like they're fully in a situation with an adult, but the storyline is making it
Yeah.
okay. Where it's still not really okay. Like Poison Ivy, where
No,
Drew Barrymore, she was
they
like
did a lot of that. They
14.
did a lot of.
She was 14. The guy was 52. The fuck was his name? I can't remember his
Wait,
name
wait,
now.
wait. Are you talking about Poison Ivy, like
Yeah.
Batman and
No, no, no,
Robin?
no. The one
You
that
mean
Drew
Uma
Barrymore did.
Thurman?
No, Drew Barrymore and Tom Skerritt was his fucking name. And they had them in a
Wait,
relationship. It was
there
the
was a
friend's
Poison.
dad.
Wait,
I
what?
know. There was a
What
Poison
is
because
this movie?
Batman. No, but Drew Barrymore, Poison
Batman
Ivy.
before,
No, no,
but
no.
how? What
It's
year
not
was
anything to do
that?
with Batman. It's not anything to do with Batman. It's just called Poison Ivy, but
Oh,
it's not Batman related at all. And maybe
oh, I
that's how
thought
they
it was
got
like
away with it
as.
because people just like thought it was a Batman thing and didn't really think much of it. That's probably why they got away with it. But just look it up. It was literally it's a
Yeah.
relationship
Oh,
between an affair between her and her friend's dad, and the dad's like 52, and it's like the whole, it's like
oh,
Lolita. It's like a
ew.
Lolita story. But
Oh,
that putting people, and I
wow.
guess for certain parts they had a body double for her, but everybody just thought it was Drew, anyways. Like they didn't know the difference, and like
Yeah.
being put in those positions, I feel like to an extent is an abusive thing, and when you have stuff like
Yeah.
that, that's
That is.
pushing the line of like beyond TW theory.
Well, they
That's like a whole other
normalized
thing.
that. They
Yeah,
normalized that way back when. Like that's not the only thing that's
but that's what I mean.
been
There's a
like that. They've
whole
done that.
pipeline.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of pipeline for that. There's a whole pattern of that. Even like
yeah, which makes you more
very like
vulnerable to
recently.
abuse, right? I feel like this is what's almost priming them for further abuse, and then by the time they get to be an adult, yeah, it was showbiz kids, by the way. And there's no page for it because people they don't want people to know about these fucking movies and shit. This showbiz kids doesn't have a wiki apparently, so that's weird. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of
Um.
weird stuff in her
Hey,
filmography.
I was one. Sorry to
No, go
jump. If
ahead. No, go
that's
ahead.
Can we?
You want to talk
I
about
just see. I'm gonna
Parker?
message. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Parker thing, and I'm just gonna text you something.
Okay.
In a second here. Um. Do you have the Parker thing together right now?
Well, you have the images. I just don't have them in, so but I can pop them in whenever. We can just bring it up now. Here, yeah, I'm bringing it in now. We'll
Oh,
just do
okay,
it now.
perfect.
Um,
Okay, let me
it
just
is
like
all
make
relevant.
sure I read the. Yeah, it is all relevant because I'm like, there's a situation happening right now, and we need to speak up about this. So we're not going to do what was done to Daveigh Chase. So I don't know if any of you guys are aware of the Calgary, Alberta area in Canada, or if you live in the Calgary, Alberta area in Canada, or if you're
So
near the
I'll
Calgary,
slide it
Alberta
over.
in Canada,
Yeah.
which is like if you're in Montana, even if in the States, if you're in Montana or Oregon or
Was it
Washington
Michigan,
or
Washington? Yeah, there's like a lot
Michigan,
along there.
anything near the border. If you're on
Oregon.
the border of Canada, even but it's already been 8 days anyway. So
Yeah.
this boy, Parker Wells, has been missing for 8 days now. He disappeared last Thursday on July 16th, 2026 at 12:52 p.m. Mountain Time. And he's 11 years old. He's neurodivergent and nonverbal with autism. And he does not have a shirt on at all right now. He just has like dark shorts. He was wearing black noise canceling headphones. And he's 4 feet 4'11", and 90 pounds, brown eyes, a shaved head. So if you're in any of those areas that I mentioned up there and everything, um, please, you know, you're not supposed to go up to him or anything. You're supposed to call the Calgary police and stuff, and you're supposed to, and the whole community of Calgary has come together and everything to try to find him and stuff. So, but if you see him, I think Tez has the image up there right now.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
see him in any of those areas, just do not approach him. Just call your local police authorities, and then they'll contact City of Calgary Police, most likely, and tell them to contact it, that they found him and stuff. It's been 8 days now, and people have been looking for him and stuff, and we've been searching everywhere. my assumption is that he could be anywhere, even outside the Calgary area. I don't know if he would be in the Calgary area anymore. Who knows? But it's
Yeah.
very sad and everything. And he's 11 years old, and he can't speak for himself.
Well,
But
if he
go
was
check if
scooped,
you're in those areas.
yeah, because if he was scooped, there's a good chance they would want to try to get him over the border quick and like out of the way. And being nonverbal, it'd be easy. You know what I mean? It'd kind of be an easy thing to do. It seems like, or at least be heading that way.
Yeah,
You never know.
exactly.
Like,
Well, yeah, if that happened, or if he, I don't know if he could walk that way. I don't know if he's in a building somewhere. It could be anything, and he does because he's also has a thing for locking doors behind him and stuff too. So he could be anywhere. But even if he's in your area, if you're on the border by chance, check your sheds. He goes in sheds or any little spot, like every little spot where someone could be hidden and stuff. Um, Make sure to check that and everything. If you, like I said, if you see him, do not like run up and scare him or anything. Just call your 911, tell the police, and tell them to contact City of Calgary Police that they found Parker Wells.
yeah, well, and it is pretty close to the border on its own too. Even Calgary is like it's like a couple-hour drive or a few-hour drive, so you never know. Because I know
Yeah,
everybody's from
you
everywhere
never
here,
know.
so and I don't know if we have anyone in that area, but anyone future people watching in the next couple days too, like if they're anywhere around there, just keep an eye out. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
shift this back. I was trying to make it so you could see the map, and then I'm gonna shift it back so you can see another picture of him too, in case his hair is a little more grown out. It has been, yeah, it's been over a
Oh
week
yeah,
now. I just wanted them to be able to see the neighborhood too. I can only fit
it's
them,
really
trying to
sad.
fit them both on the thing, right? So, but this is fine. But yeah, just in case, just to keep an eye out. It has been, yeah, it's like this is the crucial times when this stuff happens, so we want to keep an eye out for it. It's kind of like that
It
Sebastian
is
kid. What
because
was
it's been
his
eight
name?
days.
Yeah, like that's hard with the nonverbal kids and stuff because they can't say where they've come from. They like if they end up somewhere and nobody's seen the news and they don't know,
Yeah.
like it's just something to keep an eye out for
Well, yeah,
sure.
even that, like, let's say he walked all the way to the border and crossed into like Montana or something,
Right.
and he just didn't know, and he's at someone's house there, and they don't
Or
even know
climbed
about
into
it,
the back of a truck
and
thing. Like we never, he could have climbed into something and shut the door behind him, and
yeah, he
then
could have
like
climbed into
gotten
something.
transported on a truck or something, and
Somebody could,
didn't nobody even realize. But then they pop up on another side. You know what I mean? So it's just to get the word around doesn't hurt, you
yeah,
know.
it could be anything.
And hopefully
Yeah,
it's something
exactly. Just
like
to get
he's
the
not
word
in
around.
danger, but it is scary.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Like, we'll just pray for him and stuff, and hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll be fine and everything. And well, I'm hoping it's gonna be fine and everything. Got
me
to send
too.
the best wishes and stuff. And
Yeah,
it's a whole situation and everything, and it's been a long time now and stuff. So
yeah. So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to get the word out to as many people as possible, even if we're just got the few
yeah,
people
because
here
like
just for
even
getting
that little,
throttled to shit.
because you never know. You never
But
know. You never know with anything, because even that little bit of information could be the saving piece or anything
yeah,
of finding him, So it could be like anyone, like just if anyone knows
well,
anything
like we
that's
were just
watching
saying,
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for sure. Like anybody, it's yeah. I we were just saying it how like it could be yeah that influence that small influence. It doesn't take much sometimes that the right person at the right time. And hopefully they find him sooner than later because like the longer it is, and the more worried people are going to be getting of whether or not he's still with us, right? So,
Yeah, it's like a whole like hopefully, yeah, um I'm hoping he's found. I'm hoping soon, because I'm sure that family's in distress right now,
mhm.
and just thinking of anything, and they like, you can imagine that. Um, yeah, like I just pray for him.
Yeah,
I pray for him, I pray for the family and stuff, and hopefully they find him. I'm just looking to see if there's any updates right now on that. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm just like I'm always to look like social media and stuff.
Oh, you're like cutting out big time right
If
now. I
there's
don't know what
any,
happened. Are you moving again?
am I
Are you
cutting out
walking?
big?
Yeah.
Why am I? No, I'm not even walking. I was just sitting there and it was like,
Oh,
why is that cutting out? Like, what are
that's
we doing
annoying.
to me? Like, I feel like, I hope it's, Parker, we want you. Where are you? Like, where are you? Okay, evening update, actually. Let me just look at this. As of this evening, there have been no new official, okay, there's no updates as of now.
Okay.
But also, if you are in those areas, something that the police has asked is do not be also like when in these situations people have been getting very intense. It's very beautiful that the city of Calgary has come together to form these like search teams and search watches, and we're all going in search groups and stuff, which is great, but like don't be trespassing onto other people's property. Like don't be jumping in people's backyards, searching through people's sheds and stuff. You know, the police are going from house to house asking to search and everything. If there's anything that may be key that you know or something, just tell the police about it and tell them that, they thought, what if he was here or something, bring that to the police's attention or knock on the door or something and tell that person and maybe inform them about what's going on, if you are in that area. Because there's been a lot of people doing a lot of trespassing and getting, in other people's backyards and stuff uninvited, which is very, that is
Yeah.
trespassing and
Well, I
stuff. So
think
you
everybody
have
here
to,
knows. We have a pretty mature audience here. I think they know
and a
better
young
anyway.
audience.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know,
You got
but
some
like, I'm
pinheads
just
over.
saying,
I'm dinking around in
sometimes you
people's
have to say
yards.
it.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
have to
Fair
say it.
enough.
You have to say, you just never know. Unfortunately, you do have to say that, even though it's like clear you shouldn't be doing that. It's clear,
Hmm.
but you have to say that just to tell them what trespassing is. Because I don't want any of you to get fined for that or anything, or get the police, you get into a situation, just,
I'm sure they'll be fine. These guys will
and
be
they'll be
anyways.
fine.
But you're right.
These
Like you
guys.
do have to like all these ones. Our people here anyway. They're all good. All the people here.
They're all good. Yeah,
Um.
they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
But okay, hold on. So let me catch up with the chat here because we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there was one thing I wanted to catch on before I let it pass me by here. What's this movie you're saying about the Sprouse twins? The really messed up movie with the Sprouse twins? Because like, it's exactly what we're talking about. Like this
Oh,
kid's
the
walking
movie that
around
I
in
was
his
saying, the heart
shorts.
is deceitful. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Is that
That
the
movie.
one? Is that with the
Yeah,
Sprouse
that's
twins
the
when they were
movie.
12?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's on. We gotta put a pin in
Did
that
someone
too.
mention it?
I gotta stick it on the map. Hold on. Let me get it on the
Yeah, because
map.
I told you about that one. That was
Is
with the
that the one?
Italian
Fuck.
director.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
ended up with it on the map.
with the Jimmy Bennett. Is that the Jimmy Bennett you're meaning? The one with the Sprouse twins and Jimmy Bennett in it?
Um, I don't know.
Asia Argento.
Hold on. Oh, for fuck's sake, say. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I gotta add that on. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna make it on. I don't know where it's gonna go right now, so I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget again, because that's slipped past me now. This whole month's been ridiculous. So, Sprouse twins. Heart is deceitful. I'm just gonna, yeah. Okay. I gotta put that on the map because that's connecting up with some of the other stuff going on here. Um, we're circling back to that, like, because Adam Sandler officiated Taylor Swift's wedding, and there was like a bunch of stuff with that. Like, there's a bunch of people there that just it was so questionable. So we're gonna talk about that later this week. But like that side of the map's gonna start getting filled out a little more too, I think, because it all connects. Everything fucking connects, and it's mental. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna bring it up. They'll let me.
Oh, I do not want to see that trailer. Oh my god, I do not want to see that. I'm
What
not looking at the
trailer?
chat right now because the heart is deceitful above all things.
Oh
And I
no.
do not. That makes me sick. Like I'm not even joking you. That's one movie I cannot watch. I cannot stomach to watch. I'm not even joking. Not even the trailer. Like it's just so. Oh, it's so.
No, no bueno. Oh, that's not
It's just so. It just bothers me so much, and it's just like it makes me so sick, and it makes my stomach. It's like the one. Those types of movies haunt me the most.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like pretty graphic. Like that's a movie that, yeah, exactly. Just putting the kids in the situation, it seems weird, like, and on the extreme side. So like, definitely, I got to get that on here somewhere.
It's
Um,
extreme. It's a really extreme movie. It's a
but
really extreme movie.
I think, yeah, because I think that would be an orange one. for sure. If not a red movie, like we almost need that different layer.
So there's Marilyn Manson in that, but there's Asia Argento who's been accused
Yeah.
of against one of the child actors in there, which
Well,
is
and
Julie
she,
Bennett.
yeah, because she was saying stuff about the Harvey Weinstein and stuff, and speaking about that, but then literally had like, yeah, he was like 17 or
Had it in
something.
her own house. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a picture of them. There's a
And that was
picture of
Anthony
them.
Bourdain's fucking wife too, wasn't it? And he paid
I
the
think
settlement, didn't he?
so.
Yeah, that was a whole thing too. That's like, yeah, yeah. That's gonna have to
Yeah,
get
that's a
on here
whole thing.
somewhere, for sure. But the Sprouse twins, I have them up here, and we're gonna have to fill out some more of this with the Sandler, because obviously there's a little more of a connection here with certain things, and I might be willing to look a little more at the Britney Spears wedding now, and with Side Eye, Drew and Adam, and the whole Hawaii thing with them. But the Sprouse twins are already yellow, because like, yeah, that's definitely something's going on there. In the Sweet Life, because fucking what's his name, Brian Peck, because
Well,
he got moved over
yeah,
to the Sweet Life of Zach and
yeah,
Cody after
yeah,
the Drake Bell thing. But then they were just little kids. It's like, okay, here you go,
yeah,
start off your grooming again. So that's why they're already yellow on
yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
But then yeah, that I gotta put that in here. I guess I could put it right fucking here. Okay, what is it called? Like, hold on, let me just look it up.
The heart
I'm
is
gonna just look it
deceitful
up.
above all
Heart
things.
is deceitful.
Above all things.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna probably just put it as heart is deceitful. I don't know. I'm gonna fit that whole thing on here in
Yeah,
one
it's a
circle.
hard thing. You can figure it out.
I
Just say
will.
the
I
heart.
will. I'll just put the heart is deceitful.
2004.
Heart. Just for the mind map too is like because it won't fit. I can't fit that whole title. I don't think. I'm gonna
Oh.
try deceitful, love, all. Oh, we might be able to. Haha. Yeah, we did. Okay, make it a little tinier. Oh, not like that. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Um. Okay. That's a weirdo. And then I'll be able to fit. It'll remind me now. Oop. I'm gonna fit more of that shit in there. But I gotta start filling in this side too. Anyways, because we're gonna be covering that this week too. Everybody coming back. Full force this week.
Yeah.
Get back to the usual. Because this whole month I think everybody was just like kind of wonky. Full retrograde.
Yeah. Well, it's been retrograde. That's why.
Yeah, and the CERN thing and whatever
That
the
makes
hell.
sense.
All this weird shit happening.
Yeah, that makes so much sense and stuff. So hopefully now it's like all clear, even though we're going to be in the shadow part of it now, because there's like a shadow period where it goes like a pre-shadow and then like a post-shadow and stuff
Yeah.
to it and
I ended up
everything.
adding her.
So,
Yeah. Sorry, I was making sure I added Daveigh Chase too. But yeah, there's like the pre and the yeah. You go through the whole fucking moon. It's like a moon thing, isn't it?
yeah, it's a moon thing. Yeah. So it'll
Yeah.
be like another 2 weeks of it. So, which is like kind of like just the aftermath of it, really. But we're like out of it now, I think. Let me see.
Yeah.
Retrograde ends in. Oh yeah, we're out of it now. Like we would be. It finished yesterday, so now we're in the post shadow period, which is why we can speak and stuff. So
Good. Well, that's good. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with these guys here. Yeah, the 6 degrees of Kevin. There was a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game. I didn't know there was a game. Oh yeah, and Ellen, we're doing. I got a video coming up with that too. The degeneracy files. We're gonna cover that soon. Um. Sorry, let me catch up with these guys quick here. Early days of message boards. I saw some Vine gossip that there was a ritual at Sandra Bullock's house with Miley Cyrus. Weird fluids when she was 12. Ew, that's interesting. Um, that's like a gossip though. Like you never know. One of those the blind items or something
oh,
possibly,
is it one of?
probably or something. So you can't say for sure on that, but you never know.
Well,
Like what's Tom Hanks doing about charades with Ariana Grande? I feel like it has nothing to do with the actual charades. There's some other charades
yeah.
happening here. But yeah, I switched Drew Barrymore's color over now, and yeah, the Poison Ivy, all that's on here, and that is Sarah Gilbert, by the way, guys. So that's the sister of that Buzzfield guy that's right in the betweenness of everybody on this
Wait,
map from the beginning.
Isn't Sarah Gilbert from Roseanne? Like
Yep,
Sarah
that
Gilbert?
one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then her sister is married to
Mm.
this Buzzfield guy that's squeezed in between us of the Reiner and the iceberg of it all. So that's how like it's like 1 degree of separation to the core rot of some of these issues and all these dots, all the red dots. I think because some people in here might not even know about the map. I haven't done it in like a month or two. It's been a minute. I took a break. So I'm getting reacquainted with it. Um, it's like a modern day, yeah, the Lolita movie. That Hard Candy, is that with Heath Ledger? I think that one's with Heath Ledger. I don't know, I'm almost caught up. Tom Skerritt played. Oh, really? Tom Skerritt played Heather O'Rourke's uncle in the Poltergeist. I didn't know that. That's even questionable or more questionable. I think I could even connect that in here because where's Heather O'Rourke? She's on here. And she's down here, and then with Drew over there. I might be, yeah, I'll have to do it later because I'm not going to do all this right now. Might be a little more complicated, but
Yeah.
then I'm thinking that it is. But yeah, Heather O'Rourke's here, and then oh, it's not that far off. Okay, no, because then Drew's right there. Oh no, she's over here. Shit, yeah, that's a. But I can connect that up. I'm gonna get that on there because that's interesting. Right between Tom Skerritt, them connecting because they connect via Spielberg too. Like there's that picture of them on his lap, both of them on his lap, and like they were going. Both of them went for Poltergeist, and then Drew was decided to go with E.T. and then they had Heather O'Rourke for Poltergeist, right? So there's already been that overlap with Drew and Heather O'Rourke. So that's very interesting. That's a very interesting connection there that I didn't even realize. He played the uncle. Okay. And Poison Ivy's already on here, so I can between Tom Skerritt, I can stretch that down and around. That'll make sense. I'm gonna just put it down. I'm just gonna write it down so I don't forget. But then I'll do it after because I'll have to move a bunch of shit now. Do an update. Okay, that's interesting because then yeah, good call. Thank you. Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, wait. I'm looking at this poison. Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah. See, it's not
Oh, I've
Batman.
seen
It's a
this
whole nother
before.
thing. It's a whole nother thing. But it's very
I
Lolita.
remember.
It's Lolita basically. And they did another one
Oh.
with Alyssa Milano. Like they redid it. They
Okay.
kept redoing it because why not, right? Fuck's sakes.
It's one of those movies. It's one of those movies.
And they talk about it. There's an interview
about
between Drew and Alyssa Milano. They talk about both doing that movie and just there was weird shit happening on some of the sets of some of those movies. If you're into that, guys. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you see where I'm going? Yeah.
Melissa. Oh, there's Alyssa Milano. There's
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano. There's
Where
okay,
you
wow.
seen her? Yeah, you get it. So yeah. She basically played the part that Drew did, but they just redid it. And then they also did the Fisher, the Amy Fisher story, which was the same idea but based on a real life story where the younger girl that were having the affair, she shot the wife, and then the wife lived. It was a whole thing back in like the 90s.
Oh.
And so then they were like both of the networks, the TV networks were like competing to get one done first, so they both did a movie or something like that. I think so. I think it was both of them, Drew and her. I'm pretty sure something like that. Or it was Alyssa Milano and another one.
Yeah, the Long Island Lolita.
Yeah, the Long Island Lolita. I think.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore did one, and
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano did one the same year.
Yeah, so they were like competing. I think they released on like the same night or some shit. So they were like competing to get the exclusive or whatever.
January 3rd, 1993.
And then made them play those roles like over and over. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And they both like it was like a bunch of movies for Drew. Drew ended up doing like Gun Crazy was a weird one for her. Like they just had her do all these movies that were basically like playing on her trauma and stuff too. Like what was the other one? Fuck, I can't remember it, but she's like on the road on a road trip with a dad. And she has like serious dad issues obviously because her dad was like he was like absent. And there's stuff going on there with the dad and the uncle, and I don't even know. There's some weird shit going on there. And the mom, don't even get me started about her mom. But yeah,
I've seen that.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's been put through it. She's been put through the ringer because like nobody's looking out for her. She got like used in a lot of movies that were not, you know.
I'm amazed Drew Barrymore is like the way she is today, you know.
It might be
like,
a stand-in.
Really still here.
I'm starting to wonder if it's a stand-in that's not even the Drew Barrymore anymore. The one playing the talk show. So I don't even know if she would do a talk show. Like I'm starting to wonder with everything she was connected to, with everything she knows, and the way they've had her going around and basically covering up for everyone. Like she had that interview with Stephen King. She had that interview with Iceberg. She's I don't know. There's been a couple times where they had some pretty good conversations though, like with Brooke Shields and like that one with Melissa Milano. There's a few of them,
Oh
but
yeah,
I just don't know.
there
I
are a
don't
few
know what
ones.
to think
Yeah.
anymore of like, because she did that movie, The Stand-In, too, and I feel like she was trying to say something with that also, right? But I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it would be she's a stand-in because I'm like the way the thing is the reason why and the reason why I don't think it's a stand-in is because she knows how to interview child actors,
That's
and some
true.
of the interviews with the child actors, it's like she connects with them. She's like, I see you, and
Mhm.
like you can feel it. You can feel the energy. It's the energy of it all that I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this because I see her then in her ET self
But
when
then
she
she
does
went
those
to the
interviews
Britney
with her.
Spears thing. That's see, this is where we're all gonna get stuck, and maybe this is where yeah, we gotta get Desi on. We all gotta have a chat about it because she was
Yeah.
saying it the last time. She's like, well, I know, like I'm not trying to change your mind about how you feel about the Drew
But
Barrymore, but the wedding, the Britney Spears wedding, and then the way I'm side eyeing the Taylor Swift wedding right now, I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of get it, but and then the Hawaii theory because like 51st dates and all these ones and the Africa.
yeah.
There's just a lot going on there now that I'm like, okay, I have to be willing to believe that Adam Sandler and Drew aren't the people that I grew up thinking they were. Like I grew up in the hometown where Billy Madison was fucking filmed, okay? Like fucking the Madison Mansion, whatever the fuck it's called, Billy Madison Estate, whatever the hell it was called in the movie.
Yeah.
So I always grew up like Adam Sandler's like you're automatically a fan. You lived there. You have to be. But
Yeah.
I know that it's like maybe he's not this fun loving guy. Same with like the Tom Hanks. A lot of people love Tom Hanks, but I don't know. You know? And like all these people, like
Yeah.
Cosby was this nice guy, turned out not to be such a nice guy.
Oh
You
well,
know?
that's a whole different thing too.
Yeah.
That's
Well, in this whole thing, the Den Network, that was supposed to be like, oh, here, let's give you opportunities to come be on a show. Meanwhile, you're surrounded by predators, and we're going to be making material, and everyone's drinking and doing drugs. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere. So I have to be willing to look at the people I don't want to look at. Like, I don't want them to be bad, but I have to be willing to, you know, willing to accept that they might be. So, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, that's
But
a
product of her
whole
environment in a big way too, right? So this is where I'm like on the edge of it with Drew.
yeah. Well, she could product of her environment and stuff. I'm amazed she's been able to tell her story, to be honest with you.
Mm,
Um, I think um she's been gone through the ringer, I think. I think she's honestly just I think even like with what she does with her talk show, I think she's trying to be in a stable place as possible. She's trying to keep things quiet. I think that, well, also, like, I don't think she speaks up on certain things is because she just wants to have peace, in her life and stuff too, as
yeah.
well.
I mean,
And I'm like,
yeah,
I think
but
when you get to, you have to
I
remember
don't
she's
know.
in her 50s
I know.
and she
And she
probably
has her
wants
own
to protect her
kids.
fees.
Yeah,
And also, you have to
I
remember
know.
again, this happened at a young age. This is something where it was very like we're talking decades ago. We're not talking like in the past 10 years. Like this was something decades ago. And I think she's never been able to find peace because her whole life has been very upside down.
Yeah.
So I think she's found some sort of stability in her life for once, possibly in recent years. And she's just trying to like stay there as best as possible. Which so it's really, it's surprising though that it's really surprising that that she's gone through all that and she's still here, and yeah, it's just crazy. So because sometimes when you go through so many things, um and she has told her story and stuff. I don't know if she said every little thing, but
Yeah, I
also
don't
she could
think
have also
she's
blacked out things.
like I
She
think
could have blacked it.
like I think yeah, like that too, and then also sorry, I was like poking on that for a second. I think a lot of stuff she doesn't even fully realize how bad it is yet, and I think with her daughter she's starting to realize a little more because she's very protective of them, and I think going through that process she's
Yeah.
starting to see like I would have never allowed that for my kids, and I never would have put them in that position, and I never would have like I think she's getting to view her mother from a different lens, and
Yeah.
it's like a whole nother pardon me, a whole nother discovery of what's going on, and like I think that she's just needed to take time to go through that. So I think at some point she maybe will kind of come around and be able to be a little more of like
Yeah.
an advocate for kids in the industry and like changing some stuff and speaking out about some stuff. But I think yeah, there's just still she still just doesn't even
But she's
realize how bad it
conditioned.
was and the conditioning.
Yeah.
She's a
She's
product
conditioned for that to
of the
feel
whole
normal.
thing. Yeah, that
She's
too.
conditioned because a lot of that was very normalized. It
Right.
was normalized. It was every day. As someone who, was around that a lot too as a kid, I literally at one point thought this was normal. I literally was like, this is just normal.
Yeah.
And just this is how it is.
This is
This
what
is
it
how it
is.
is.
Well, this is it.
That's how you think about it until you're out of it.
She went through doing all these movies, doing that, having it done to her. So literally, yeah, she didn't think anything of it when they put her in with Bug Hall and made her kiss him on the lips for that fucking Skip Pertz movie. Like that was pretty
Yeah.
inappropriate. I'm still pretty sure he was underage during that movie, and even if he wasn't, she was like much older, and that alone is like not appropriate. That's something. That's still something that's just like
Yeah.
just because the fucking and then Tamara Davis is who introduced Drew and Adam Sandler. And Tamara Davis did Gun Crazy with Drew also, which was like not all the way great. It was a little weird. It was basically having teenagers have pen pals with prisoners, and she falls in
Uh,
love with this older
that's
murderer
very
guy.
crime packed.
And then
That is very crime packed.
they go on the drive, like they go on the run or whatever. It's a whole thing. But like you
That sounds
start
like
looking at these
something Brian Peck
people,
would make.
kind of, but it was no, but it was Tamara Davis, a woman. A woman did this, and
Oh.
like it's like she had to sell out women to make her way in the industry to become like a director taken seriously or something. But then she did Billy
Yeah.
Madison. I think it was that or one of the other Sandler movies. Hold on, I gotta look it up now. I don't want to speak out of turn here. But so I have to like I've already been looking at it kind of sideways. Like there's something weird there. Oh, she worked. Oh my God, she worked at American Zoetrope with Francis Ford Coppola, of course. So Victor Salva, um, Nathan Forrest Winters, but then yeah, Gun Crazy, Bonnie and Clyde, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. What's the one? Billy Madison, and it's so yeah, this director bitch, Billy Madison, in my fucking hometown at the fucking Parkwood Estate, doing the do, and I grew up loving that movie because like I had to. But this Tamara Davis woman is something else, something else. So I have to look at
Yeah.
Drew. Like he's like,
Oh
it's
wow.
like I don't know. I mean I've had to get here for a while. I guess is what I'm trying to say. That I wasn't fully discounting it. I guess when it was coming up last time we were all talking about it. But
Yeah.
anyways, the Tom Skerritt, the Poltergeist. That wasn't actually that hard to put that on there. I just put that on there while we were chatting. But the Bug Hall
Yeah.
connects to the Drew with that Skip Pertz and also Misha Barton. So I was getting too close to things there. They didn't like that because then I was coming back around on the Drew, because I was going hard on the Drew documentary thing a while ago, and then I just was kind of hitting some obstacles. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all. I think did I get it connected up with
Mm.
Bug Hall? Hold on, I don't know if I got them connected. Yeah, they are. Okay, but it's not connected to Drew yet. I don't think. Oh, it is. Sort of. It's connected to Tamara Davis. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure that. But that skipped parts was also Tamara Davis, which was a TW theory with Bug Hall and Misha Barton when they were teens, and they basically were getting them to act out a teen pregnancy thing. And the mom, Jennifer Jason Leigh, whose father was Vic Morrow, and he died in a weird way with two child actors, whole other things,
Yeah.
Spielberg, fucking Landis, the whole thing. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's she tastes the sock, and it's basically his nighttime emission, and the scene is her tasting the sock. She tastes it, yeah, because he's like,
Another
"What is
sweet
this?"
thing.
It's a
Another
sock,
sweet
but it's his emission, his wet dream on the sock. He was like, "What is
thing.
this?" Like he doesn't know because he's like prepubescent, basically, like gonna start to go through puberty. And the mom, who the character playing his mom, like that whole movie's fucked. And that
Yeah.
was Tamara Davis also. And then she did Billy Madison, she did Gun Crazy, and then the Droop. So anyway, sorry. Okay. This
Mm.
I'm gonna have to. It's fine. We're gonna not like it, but it definitely adds to the Hawaii theory and some other stuff too. You know? And it's just makes
Yeah,
me
that
uncomfortable.
makes sense.
It's discomforting. I don't
Yeah,
have it
it's
connected to Drew
discomforting.
because it's fucking. How do I connect her from there? But she is supposed to be on there too. The skip parts. Sorry. I'm also like kind of narrating what people are able to see right now. I don't know if you can see the map at the moment, but I'm sort of.
No, I can't. I can't see any of that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like narrating what I'm adding on the map, and I'm
Because I'm like,
showing them.
I don't know what's happening, but that's good. Oh my
Sorry,
god, the map's so big now.
it's
But
getting ridiculous. Yeah. So, but
um,
while we're talking about it, I'm figuring I may as well just add it in here because some things will slip through the cracks if I don't just do it.
yeah,
Thinking
like
about
right
it,
now, yeah.
I don't think that's. Friggin' movie. But yeah, the Skip Hertz movie, that's a heavy duty. And that was like all of the characters were vulnerable to trauma in a way. So all none of them really
Oh
questioned.
yeah.
None of them really questioned the subject matter of the movie. And obviously none of those people's parents. Like Misha Barton had this whole breakdown, talking about her mom being a
I've
witch and
never
stuff.
seen this movie. Oh wait,
You gotta look into it.
Jennifer Jason Lee. Jennifer
Yeah,
Jason Lee.
yeah. Her dad,
Oh,
Vic
Bug.
Morrow, and the two
Oh, I
kids
see.
in the Twilight movie
Yeah.
thing with the helicopter. But then Misha Barton, her whole story is really sad, and Bug Hall, and yeah, it's like a whole thing. Whole thing. Actually, I think that worked. I don't know if it's
Mm.
crossing over or anything. We're gonna find it. There's a lot going on with that one little movie, and I've been sort of just like it's been there the whole time. Like I'm gonna look at it, but I just didn't want to yet because I know it says something. Like I already know, you
Yeah.
know. Like I'm already kind of halfway there.
No, that's fair.
I'm already
Yeah.
questioning, and yeah,
You're already questioning that. Yeah.
I
That
think that
totally
worked
makes
out.
sense.
I think that actually worked out all the way across. Drew, holy shit.
Oh, so
From like
that.
one side of the map all the way down to here, I was able to connect Drew to the skip parts without crossing over any other nodes. That was a miracle. That never happens. I always gotta move shit around more when I'm trying to add stuff in now because of how big it's gotten. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Taylor Lautner
No, because it's
is
so
the
big. It's
Twilight.
so big now.
Yeah.
It's so big now that it's
Um.
like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, it's getting ridiculous. Look at this. Hold on. You don't even know though. You don't even know. Oh, and actually, I probably should do. I guess. Get back on. Turn it off. Oops, way too many. Turn it off while I was taking the picture. Probably keep that on there. Okay, hold on. The Taylor Lautner needs to go over by the Den Network. He was seen in pictures in a lot of those Den parties. Also, him and Jared Leto. So Jared Leto's weird. You guys want to know why?
Mm.
Because he was surrounded by freaking predators. Holy shit, all of them,
Mm.
everyone. But yeah, I gotta put Taylor Lautner on here. I don't have the Twilight. Sorry, but somebody's asking about Taylor Lautner. Let me just search. I'm pretty sure I don't yet though, and then yeah, he should go up in here because yeah, he's somewhere in here. I'm just gonna slap him on here and get back to it. Sorry, you go ahead. What were you gonna say? Sorry. It's been a minute with the mind map too, so everybody's like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, what's bring back mind map and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like blinking. I'm blinking now. I'm like, because I'm like, yeah, that's.
I just threw a lot at you. I know that was a lot of information at
Well,
once.
I don't know all the insides of that fully, so I'd have to do my own research on a lot of that.
Well, there's a Misha video even. Just see if you just watch that, you'll see in her breakdown some of the stuff she says during her breakdown is she's like, and then she came back and like recanted it and was like, oh yeah, I must have been drugged. I don't know. And yeah, she definitely was
Yeah.
on drugs or something. But I think there was some truth to some of the shit she was saying about accusing people in her life of certain things and being a certain way. And probably because of
Yeah.
allowing certain things to happen to her as she was growing up, like even to just be in this movie, this skipped parts movie is not really okay. Like that was
Yeah.
like a red alert TW theory movie. So, but she made it. She made it. Bug Hall made it, and they were in. She was in that movie Tart too with Bijou Phillips. So there's a couple crossovers with the Brad Renfro with Misha. So this might be something you want to do something with maybe, because there's like a few things here going
Yeah.
on that look into from just another viewpoint of the whole thing. Because Brad Renfro is like, that's a whole situation from the Den Network. That I'm pretty sure it connects to Villard too. I think he was. Um, there's
Yeah.
like a lot of stuff going on here. There's just like a lot of stuff that we've been
Yeah,
talking
there's
about,
a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
like
it's really
in the Brian Peck, and
um yeah, well, yeah, it all, acting coach and stuff, it all connects and everything, even from like the behind the scenes people and stuff,
mm-hmm,
and yeah, with people, like actors that have been photographed by Bob Villard and stuff, all questionable and everything. And Brian Peck, acting coach,
yeah,
a lot of things, with it always seems like there's an acting coach,
mm-hmm,
involved in somewhere, like hands somewhere in that, which is really interesting. That's a recurring theme that keeps coming up.
yeah,
um and yeah, so that's really we'll probably learn more information as it comes on that.
yeah.
um so
Well, there's just a lot.
you
Yeah, like
know
there's a lot to cover. Yeah, like there's like the more I'm looking, the more it like just it connects to everybody, you know. It's all connecting in such a way. They
it
all
is
had
all
crossed
connecting.
paths. They had all crossed paths because they were all like they were just all in the same sphere. Like they couldn't it was unavoidable, you know. If it wasn't one, it was another, you know. So,
Yeah, exactly.
and it was he was basically like I was going through and he this node is connects back and this is how many he had like cross paths with between something, you know, between a movie somewhere. So yeah.
Yeah, that totally makes sense and everything. And and um just yeah, there's just the whole yeah, it's really
I know.
it's mind blowing. I'm
There's
like
no
speechless.
words.
I'm
There's
sorry.
no
I can't
words.
think of any words. I
No.
can't think of any words to this because it's mind.
Well, and you're getting yeah reacquainted with the map here and just like everything. It's just a lot too. Like getting reacquainted with it. I'm like, oh man, like that's why I needed a break. I
My
needed a
brain
break
hurts.
because
My brain hurts
it's so
now.
much. Yeah, it's already so much. Like how much more do you need to see the patterns? You know what I mean? Like if people don't see this, if they can't
Yeah, they
see
need to
it,
see it.
how clearly
You
like
need to
there's
see a
a real
visual.
issue, you know? Like I don't know how much more
Yeah,
even needs to be
systemic.
done.
It's systemic
I don't know how much more needs to be done. Like there's
to show
it's
clearly.
you know, like
Well,
look at this.
you know
I'm
what's
gonna
great about
go
that
out
though?
again.
You
All
know
the
what's
red
great about
dots.
that?
All the red dots. What?
You know
Sorry.
what's great
There's
about
nothing
that
great
though?
about this.
Is there's well, no. What I'm saying about in like general about the
Yeah, photographs
my
with
map is
yeah, Linda. Sorry.
in case anything comes up moving forward, in case there's some like thing that breaks out, like any like Harvey Weinstein sort of thing in
Hmm.
that area, if that comes out, authorities can look at that and just be like go through that as something for them to look through, or whoever's involved can look at that,
Yeah.
and then it'll be easy to reference in case there's any of this. So it's not like
True.
everyone on the map is guilty
No.
or anything like that. It's not like about that necessarily. It could lead to something as well,
Well, it
you
just
know?
shows the common denominators between some companies and people that may or may not suggest a hotspot in such a way. Or you can see that with how some of these are all connected in. Like obviously the Den network was a problem, like and stuff
Yeah.
adjacent to that. And yeah, they were asking if Taylor Lautner was saying that he was at the Den. Yeah, there was a bunch of pictures and with Brian Singer and Ian McClellan and there was a dinner with Jared Leto and Taylor Lautner was there. There's a bunch of I think I show a lot of most of that in the Charlie Sheen video. Some in more recent ones, the Iceberg Files and stuff, but a lot of them had crossed paths at least
And
with one of these people. Like it was unavoidable. Like they were
exactly.
everywhere. This is the point: is they were
And here's the
everywhere.
thing. Here's the thing. Let's just say tomorrow, like Jared Leto accuses someone of something, or someone that you've connected in this map.
Hmm.
We have the reference to back that up
Yeah, yeah.
now.
Whether or
So
not
it's
that's
like
viable, right? Yeah.
yeah. By the way, I'm just joking. I'm just saying allegedly, but like
No, but for
just
an
trying to give an
example,
example here.
yeah, for an example,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just saying like example. Like if Jared Leto accused someone of something that's connection to here, we have the backup there.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there he's connected to this. He was in connection to this, you know?
Yeah.
So it's all connected, which is lovely. Well, not lovely, but like I'm saying your map's
It's more
lovely.
to
It's
visualize,
connected.
yeah. Well, and with Daveigh
I'm
Chase,
sorry,
as I
my
fill
brain
in.
hurts
No,
right
you're
now.
okay.
My
We're over 2 hours anyway, so we'll call it soon anyway, and then we'll chat for another few minutes, and then yeah.
Okay,
I know
my
it's been
phone's
a
about
long
to
week
die
too.
soon.
Oh shit, yeah.
My phone.
You gotta get back and plug in. So I can even let you go,
Yeah.
and then we can message after or whatever too. But yeah, like it's the
Okay, gotcha.
visualizer for a lot of it. Like, and even as you start to look at more of the stuff with Daveigh Chase and some of these other ones that are lost,
Yeah,
you know, and
which is
even
really great.
the Kiana situation, you know, when you start looking around what she was doing, working with and stuff, like it all says something. If
Yeah,
there's patterns, this is how we're looking
it
at
all
a
says something.
legit
There are
pattern, you know.
patterns,
So
you know, and there is a pattern, and it's all coming together and stuff, you know, and we're all noticing it. It's systemic,
mm,
is what it's saying.
mm. Yeah, it's bad, and it's like I don't know. It's hard to like seeing it for what it is now. Even it's like yeah, coming back to it, it's like giving an impact, and it's like I'm doing it. So if it doesn't give an impact with other people, I don't know. At some point, people are gonna get it. Maybe this is why I keep getting throttled because I'm too close to the sun here. I don't know.
Well, it's like the Epstein of it all, you know, like people didn't get it at first, but now they're getting it, you know?
Yeah,
And so eventually, like, mind map might be like how people reference. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there with it. I'm not gonna. It'll be something I would tell you off, but I'm not gonna say it publicly because I don't want this person, because I know this person will message me for sure because they've done it before.
sure.
So, I'll have to
I
tell
get
you
it.
another thing I have to
No,
fill you
I
in.
already.
Another thing
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to.
I'm picking up what you're
But I was
putting
gonna.
down.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But mind map might be a regular thing people reference
right.
going forward.
Well, and I
You
just
know.
talked about this too, like the Brock Pierce stuff and the David Newman, Garth Ancier coming up in the Epstein files, because Brock Pierce before, while he was part of the Den Network, claimed he had no part in it. He didn't know what was going on. But then when he was hanging out with Epstein, he literally, when Epstein was starting to go through the same legal troubles, he had recommended the same lawyer that got these guys off, this Garth Ancier and this David Newman guy, who were all these guys were named in the thing by multiple different people, like all these kids had tried
Yeah.
to do something about it, and it was a whole thing.
It was the
And
whole
then it
thing.
shows
Yeah.
up again, and then what's the excuse now? And then now those people are working with Trump, so it's scary shit. Maybe that's why I keep getting throttled, because like I don't know, I'm talking about everybody, so I don't know what it is exactly, but yeah, it all connects together, and it's just a whole thing. And the Phoenix kids, the River Phoenix situation with Joaquin. I know that's all on here too. Uh, but yeah, so probably we'll call it here soon though, because it is heavy duty, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but then just like how much it's already come so far, and the reference, it is good. It is a good thing that we're putting it together. It is good, but
Yeah, it
I'm
is good.
just,
Yeah.
it's just a lot to stomach every time I'm looking at it, and then it's like
Yeah, I
adding more
know.
layers each time, like because all of this lives in my brain. Also, obviously, to get it on the map, it has to have lived in my brain
Yeah.
before, or been
Oh,
put
that's a
into my
lot.
brain. You know what I mean? So I'm like.
That is
I
a
definitely needed
lot.
the
Oh my
break.
gosh.
I definitely needed the break, but we're back and we're
Yeah,
gonna
you
figure
did.
it out and keep on going here because we're getting
Yeah.
to some yeah. This is like it's becoming more and more undeniable the further we go. So can't stop now. I'm gonna have to move more shit
Yeah.
around though and make some stuff a little smaller and other stuff bigger and whatever. It's getting a little it's out of control. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're thriving with it. You're thriving with it and everything. So that's what matters. It's there. If we need to reference something later, we can go to it, which is great. You
yeah.
know,
Come back to
so
that too.
that's the point. That's the whole point of it, is to reference and to be like, oh well, this is connected to this. So, you know, there's a receipt there, you know?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. They're putting some more things down about this Tom Skerritt. He was also Bridget Anderson's character in The Parent Trap too, and she's a red dot on here, isn't she? Hold on, you guys are picking more shit up now here. See? But this is how he starts getting bigger and bigger too, and then it's
I
like,
know.
uh. Yeah, right here. Savannah Smiles, Embassy Pictures, which is directly connected to. Anyways, okay, Rob Reiner. Um, but then Tom Skerritt again with the Bridget Anderson on Parent Trap 2. You said, what year is that? What like? 'Cause you're not talking about the Lindsay Lohan one, I'm guessing. I'm gonna connect that to Tom Skerritt now, for fuck's sake.
Wasn't there like one in like wait, Parent Trap 2?
Yeah, but like I
No,
think there
that's
was an
before. That's
original.
before.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
like an
Parent Trap 2
original.
is before. Parent Trap 2 is like
I'm not gonna.
1986. So that was before Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, yeah, no,
That was before
it's a.
Lindsay Lohan was even alive.
Well, yeah, and Bridget Anderson I think died like yeah way before. Okay, hold on. So how am
Oh,
I getting from here to there?
1987
Where
at
is she?
21.
Oh, she's over here. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make it work. Oh, she's all the way over there. Okay, no, we're gonna make it work. It's gonna work. This is why I have to move more stuff because it's like it's getting harder to find the path between Boston and Jersey. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if your thing's gonna die or whatever soon, or we can pretty much wrap it up
Yeah.
soon. Like, I'm just starting to
Okay.
like put more stuff.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm just putting more shit on the mind map now because it's like we're. But this is
Yeah,
good.
no
This is
worries.
good because this is more
This
connections
is
that I didn't
good.
even realize were a
Yeah.
thing, and that's starting to freak me out more now because Bridget Anderson, she died really young. Like that was really sad.
21.
21, yeah.
21.
And with what he was
Wow.
doing with Drew and with I don't know, he's just getting more side eye on the scare guy. I don't know if that's gonna work at all.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, okay, so my thing's about to die.
Yeah, okay, no, I'll let you
Now,
go. I'll let you go
so
and then I'll close it up with them and I'll do
okay,
the outro and stuff and then I'll
okay,
connect with you
sounds
after or
good.
whatever. Okay.
Okay, thank you guys for having me and everything. Feel free. Okay, wait, let me just check the PayPal really quick if anyone donated so I can shout out in case. Really quickly before this. Okay, no, I don't. My no, there doesn't seem to be anything. Okay, that's okay.
Well, double check when
Thank
you
you
go to do your
guys.
next one. When
I'll
you
double
go.
check. I'll
Yeah.
double check if not anything. I'll do it on my live and stuff and shout you guys out and stuff, of course. Thank you for having me. This was lovely. And rest in peace, Daveigh Chase. Happy birthday, Daveigh Chase, you know. Um, giving love and everything. And yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, we'll catch up after.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Okay, bye.
Okay. Ciao. All right. I'm gonna finish getting this connected up here, and then we'll wrap it up. That was one of your childhood favorites, but aside from this friggin' guy, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you look close enough at any direction, you're gonna come into contact with some shit. You know, seems like I think we're gonna be able to do this. It's gonna happen. This is why it's getting tougher. People are like, "Do you have this people or that people?" And it's like, I'm meaning to get this people and that people on there, but when you go to try to do it, sometimes they're like they need to be on two sides of the map at the same time, Especially people that cross over from like kid shows to music and stuff. It's like them. We're gonna make this happen. This has been kind of dancing around for long enough. So obviously I've got the Bridget Anderson. We obviously got the Tom Skerritt with the Drew stuff. I actually didn't have Tom Skerritt even added yet, but the Poison Ivy was on there for sure, so we were on that. That's close. Look out, Annie. And Iceberg. Okay. Now we're going on. Okay, that's not so bad. We did it. Yay. Go team go. Alright. Anything else with Tom Skerritt while I'm here? But that story is messed up, yeah, with Savannah Smiles and like I'll have to bring it up. I think that's later on the timeline. Maybe I've already passed it. I don't even know. But yeah, the next Grinder episode, I'm getting back on track with that, getting caught up again. Which, if you haven't been keeping up with, there was the Nick Reiner Reddit thread. They're doing lots of great work over there, keeping up with some of the stuff and adding more pieces to the puzzle between the siblings and everybody, which has been awesome. So thank you again to those folks, those good folks over there, especially Flawed Crystal, one of the frequent contributors to that group over there. They've been keeping on top of stuff, and it's been super helpful, not gonna lie. Because I've been digging all the way to the past, and then I kind of got off track doing this mind map and doing 47,000 things, but it's all part of it. It's all connected, so it's all important. And in the meantime, they were working their way backwards, basically, with all the historical stuff between the siblings and some of their home life stuff, and just stuff in the news, newspaper clips, all this really awesome content, like really good resources. That's not usually a thing that I have access to when I'm doing videos, so I definitely want to give them a shout out. As we're hovering over this this whole thing, because this is kind of when it started too, was between I was wrapping up, getting ready to wrap up the Brittany Murphy saga, and between that and then the Reiner thing happened, then the whole map started happening, so then that just became a whole thing. But Reiner, the Rob Reiner, Nick Reiner, Good Night Daddy Dearest, episode 5 will be coming soon, and we should be getting back on track with everything else. I know you guys have been asking about a few different episodes of next episodes to series ongoing, but we're working on it. And I appreciate you guys. I guess it's kind of getting late for everybody, and it's like a weeknight, isn't it? Oh no, it's Friday. No, we're fine. Haley Mills, I don't know about that one. Never seen those. I've dived deep dived in for a while. I'll have to go catch up. Yeah, the Charlie Sheen, when I go into it a bit more, and yeah, pretty much all the files. There's one that's about Brock Pierce specifically, in the Iceberg Files list, and he comes up in a few things there, and in the Trump stuff, the Trump scene files. He's finding his way all over the map. And yeah, he was in the Mighty Ducks with Emilio Estevez, which was Charlie Sheen's brother, right? So, but yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that. This was nice. I don't know, we're trying to do something, just a little something here. I maybe should have prepared like songs or something. I don't know. I was kind of trying to squeeze things in. But obviously it was just something that happened here recently, and then her birthday happened to be not long after, so it was a good opportunity to do something nice for her. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your weekend, if I don't catch you between now and then. Stay hydrated. It's been hot out there. Like global warming or whatever they keep saying something about. I don't know. Or it's because they're fucking with the weather. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. Don't find yourself too deep down any rabbit holes. Much love, everybody. I am out. A great big thanks to everyone who stuck through to the very end. You're the true blue gems. I appreciate all of your support, the kind and respectful discussions we're able to have about such sensitive topics, and for keeping your eyes wide open in these crazy and confusing times we're living in. Please don't forget to hype, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Red bricks crumble under my feet, a path that whispers a cursed heartbeat. Shadows stretch long, they know my name. Every step forward, it's all the same. The trees lean in, they're alive tonight. The moon's too scared to